I already did this in real life. I don't need to be fucking yelled at by some guy who's never even been in. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Don't you know it's a serious business? Sir, we're playing a video game.
Yeah, it was that was basically the thing. Like, so there was a little RP moment with a fucking insurgent, and he's like, come here, I show you brand new car, very nice. I'm like, I'll give you a fucking Glock for that car. He's like, yes, very nice, give me Glock. And I go over to the car and I blow up, and it's being live streamed, and the fucking Zeus is fucking like laughing his ass off because we were having fun. But when I responded, I had some fucking dick weasel fucking screaming at me,
We are
saying
live,
what
by
I
the way.
did was very bad. Oh, I'll
Yeah, you
talk
can't
shit.
say Dick Weasel on Twitch.
So,
Yeah, you can't say dick weasel, asshole. Listen, there's not been a single Veil Rider or TTRPG video that has not been limited or non-monetized. I give up. Like,
We win.
like,
So, you mean the whole Centaur enema wasn't enough?
no, like literally, if we say fuck, cunt, shit, or like even like dick once too many, they'll fucking just limit you down. Despite
Well, you
not
just
being
said-
made for children, despite not, I put not made for kids. Well, you're still a bit off color. I'm like, are you fucking for real?
Oh god, it's like those fat electrician videos where he's like, "Oh, I'm not allowed to say shit within the first 30 seconds of the video, or YouTube will ban me."
Shit, I said it.
Well,
Fuck. Oh.
not banned. They'll just take your money away because you can't make money, Simeon. But despite that, they will still run ads on your video the same as they would run if you were monetized. Just you get no money for them now.
Like,
Oh,
well, the thing is, anyways, even if, say, in this particular session, we decide to absolutely be, Christian and stuff like that, and not say a word like the good little boys we are, they'll still take away guard's money because it's guard.
Like in a flash, like literally, the Australian said "cunt" too much. It said, "Yeah, you say cunt a lot." I'm like, I don't say it. He says it. Well, he can't do that. He's Australian. He can do whatever. It's his word. What do you mean he can't say that?
Wait,
Yeah.
that's not allowed. Says who? Try telling that to the Australians.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
know.
bunch of cunts.
But that's just YouTube in
They
general.
literally say hello. I can't good eye.
Yeah.
You-
Well, like I said, even if we tote the line so good, so neatly, so perfectly,
so
still just smack-
tightly.
they'll just smack guards nuts either way and take away his money.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
if I put a single toe out of line, as Ron Wheatley's mom would say, it's just I got fuck no matter what I do. So
Yeah.
so
Drama.
what do you do?
His toes.
Toes? Did somebody say toes? Berthold Monolescu, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. So basically, I want us to have to say what we want, and then chat will keep us aloft if need be, because fuck it. Because right now I make more money on Twitch than I do on YouTube right now by like 10 times the amount.
Yeah, because it's funny paying you $20 to do a shot of moonshine.
Yeah, no,
That's against Tom.
Drunk guard go boo.
I mean I've literally ran out of those moonshine shots one night because y'all kept fucking doing it. I was like, oh no! Like I think in one of the games I had 4 shots before like the first like 10-minute mark. I was like, fuck.
Oh no,
I-
my kidneys.
I had
They're
notes.
broken.
I had notes for this game. I don't know where they went. And we'll try and find them.
I might have to dip here in a moment. I think my rice is done for my taco bowls.
Well, okay, so since he's dipping,
Well, I said at some point.
oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say real quick. Can we figure out the radio equipment, please, guard?
What do you mean?
Like, what do we have in the Humvee? What's in the food truck? What's in my pocket?
Okay, so if you go to your job section, you'll see it's been updated because I saw this problem coming. So the scouts get a
Do I have a pocket popper? I'm
That could be
It's
taken
loading.
several ways.
Hold
I
on.
would suggest a rename for that device.
Nope.
I would not.
I called them pocket poppers on purpose, so fuck you. I do what I want.
no, and he even put in why they're called pocket poppers, which I love.
Yeah. So basically,
Low-range hand radio.
It still just says low range hand radio.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more than one radio carrier. Okay. Oh, I read someone on Radio Man, not Scout. Whoopsie. Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. When you say pocket poppers, I think of jalapeno poppers.
I think of
Right.
sock and boppers when I hear it.
Yo, anybody who played with sock and boppers as a kid had a good childhood. Just saying.
Sock and boppers, sock and boppers.
I always see him on TV and be
It's
like,
more fun
"Oh,
than a pillow fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would always see him on TV. Be like, "Mom, can we get him?" She'd be like, "No, you're just gonna throw
You're gonna
haymakers
go
at
punch
each
people
other."
for real.
You're gonna beat the shit out of your little brother for no fucking reason.
We have sock and boppers at home. Sock and boppers at home.
Okay, so
It's
the
my
Radio
dad's
Man
belt.
gets a man pack, BD1523, then the Scout's gonna get a pocket popper.
Okay, so I have a pocket popper.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
That's what I figured I was going to end up with.
Guard,
What-
real question though.
what?
Do you remember moon shoes?
moon
Oh, God, I
shoes,
do.
yeah. Or as parents call them, ankle and knee breaking devices.
Yes.
TMI Twitch.tv. That name is a little. Hi. That name makes me nervous. I don't know why. Unable to fetch account. Okay. What are
I
you?
need to load up.
What are you? It left whatever it was. TMI.twitch. Isn't that like one of the fucking like mods or some shit for the entire website or some damn thing?
I don't know.
Mm.
We noticed
All
you
right,
had a
so-
war crime
Yeah,
slash racial
sometime.
motivated crime in one one of your videos.
Oh,
It
jeez.
says unable to fetch account as well. Like if you go and look at the profile, oh boy.
Yeah.
Hold
no,
on.
It's like,
Oh, did Guardbro get nuked?
Funk.jpg.
big thunk. Okay, so we'll say in the Humvee you have just the that larger vehicle one. Let's see here.
The VRC 88.
Yeah,
Okay,
this stands.
and
motorcycle
it's
noises,
just the
yo.
mount, but no actual.
Well, no, because you guys stole the Humvee, so it'll have the mountain radio inside there. Just one of them.
All right, so it's got a single 1523.
Yeah.
The kids want to see him.
And-
I'm keeping up with our inventory.
Yeah, and then more than likely the fucking wagon's got a fucking pocket popper as well.
Well, I remember the wagon, the food truck. It was originally described as a base station.
Oh well, it's probably a bread bag then.
Okay, cool. We'll go with that.
Sonny regretting nothing. I'm gonna put on his hood, you see. Wait, hold up. Wait. What are you doing? What are you doing? Down with elves! Throws 3 Molotovs. Motherfucker, I ain't getting monetized for this. And that happened like an hour and a half into the video, and I still found it and said, yeah, this is a little controversial and adult content. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
It's like,
Adult
bro, they're a
content. You
fancy
need my
race. Who
entire
gives a
fucking
shit?
book.
Eat my entire blubber ass. Like,
There-
I'm making content not for children, and I'm getting yelled at because my content's not safe for children. Like, I know that.
Listen,
you
if
don't-
it was safe for children, I would go and put it on YouTube Kids. Where are we? Not on YouTube Kids.
Hey, Glace, how you doing? So you're one of Declan's friends, eh?
A lot of people get away with putting stuff on YouTube Kids.
And hey,
yeah,
Glacius.
yeah, like all of Elsagate. Yikes.
I saw my fucking little sister on her school's tablet fucking watching SS Sniper Wolf. I'm like, oh fuck no.
SS Sniper Wolf. Wait, these furries are Nazis.
Shit. No, it's some fucking bimbo Call of Duty bitch that.
Whoa,
fucking
whoa,
raves
whoa,
algorithm.
whoa.
Yeah,
You can't say bimbo. That's
Yeah, we
offensive
say
to Twitch
broad
bots.
around
You
here.
can't say Call of Duty, you fuck no.
That's offensive to Twitch thoughts. You can't say that.
yeah.
Oh my god.
You can't say that either.
Southern Fried Chicken, what? Okay, anyway.
No, Southern Fried. Read that again.
Southern fried cock.
Oh, Southern Fried Children. Okay, tracking.
Yikes.
I was like, huh?
Yum.
I don't get it.
KFK,
Oh, now I
Kentucky
get it.
Fried Kids.
Kentucky Fried Cannibal. So, what do you guys remember from the last game you guys had? What happened? Tell the class.
We basically took the big old fuck all Gatling gun and said it belongs to the streets and yeet it, and the people who wanted it just kind of went all goblin mode and snatched it all up.
They did
But
not go goblin mode.
They didn't go goblin mode, but they took it, and Declan found a cutie fucking sniper chick that he has a crush on now, and so he's gonna go.
Cutie 3.14.
Yo, he want that long rifle booty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And now we're gonna go.
Oh,
fight. Now
I
we're
do
gonna...
have a question about that.
What?
You said that ours could sense magical auras. Is that something that he could actually pursue? Oh,
Pursue what?
because you said I could sense a magical aura.
Yeah, like where? Like,
Like, you said I could sense traces of a magical aura. So is that something that I could pursue? Is just like, huh? That's not a sense I used to have, because ours is a southern elf and not a brim touched.
I'm trying to remember when the fuck I said that and why. Can you like clue me in? Remember, your DM has short-term memory loss, so you gotta like.
Okay, so okay,
Hey,
so,
you're like
my
me.
guy. Context.
the nat 20. I know that she walked up and slapped him on his ass, basically, and that left a magical sense.
Yes, getting your ass slapped by a woman is kind of magical.
Like, she was invisible.
Oh,
And she
now
walked up.
now I'm tracking. Yes, so you could
Yes.
track. So yes, you can track the magical handprint on his ass. Yes, that is true.
Yes. So,
Hey, Declan, can I see your ass, bro?
that's what I was trying. That's what I was just trying to figure out, because that's
Hey,
not
bro, can I see them? Can I see them cheeks?
I was ever able to do before in the past. So, yeah, that's all I was trying to figure
Well,
out.
Now we know how Ars got his name. He's a bit of a arsehole enjoyer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, come on, man. You could have done better on that one.
Listen, I'm tired. Okay.
I mean, that was very, come on, that was fairly low, bro. You could have done better than that.
No, I couldn't have. I haven't slept, and I'm poor.
Hey,
so...
bro, can I see them cheeks? Like, come on, man. No, not like this. Okay, so you guys, I believe you guys got a finder's fee for the Nolman's family's bodies. You got a finder's fee for that.
Yeah, we got about 2 G's worth, I think.
And
Yeah.
what,
Yeah,
split
and
it
we've
up all.
already got that on the news spreadsheet to divvy up.
Oh
and
yeah,
have
by the
already
way,
started
Killjoy,
divvying.
Well,
there's a spreadsheet you should check out and put all your shit on it.
I'm
Hey,
already on it.
I was about to say
it.
he's already done that.
Yeah.
and then what did they?
Hey guys, remember that part where I said I didn't fucking sleep?
And then what did they find inside the kid?
Silver box.
Crack cocaine.
Don't know what the silver box has, but it's a silver box.
Fucking damn it, Coltrane.
I'm sorry. I've been way too much into Metal Gear Solid paint right now, so anything just reminds me of Metal Gear right now. I'm sorry.
It's just what they find inside the kid. Crack cocaine.
No.
Also,
I don't get into it.
Speaking of which, Guard, if you happen to take a look at said spreadsheet, if we fucked up, please say so.
I'll look at it later on.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But yeah,
Okay.
I think the last thing we were doing was we were currently in an argument about where we are going next.
That's
Correct.
true.
I think we unanimously decided that at the end we still have to go back to Kindred because we still have unfinished business, but we should pack up as much as we can of life-saving equipment and all that other good before we head out. So if we do run into another ambush, we have better odds at surviving.
All
Yeah,
that
that-
other good.
Yeah, the problem is we decided that all out of character. So
Hey,
it's
bruh,
not
you
actually
got
settled.
stuck.
Well, I do believe I said in character, all I really care about right now is medical supplies.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Cool.
do believe I said that.
I mean,
so-
we can sort out where we steer the horses as soon as we're onto the trail. But for the
Yeah,
time
so
being,
yeah, for the time being, I think we can shelf the argument in favor of doing other things.
yeah.
Also, because I'm not at my computer at the moment, do we have Dalruth? I'm assuming not.
No,
Daruth is currently phased out.
He's passed out in the back of the truck.
Yeah,
Yes.
phased out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I hadn't heard him, so I was just double checking.
Master Chief, why are you in the sick bay?
I threw up.
Sir,
I-
tummy hurts.
I threw up.
All right, so I mean, I guess right now we're out of any danger that we're aware of at the moment.
At the moment, yes.
That we are aware
I
of.
do believe
James
we
just
all.
chuckles dangerously in the background.
Oh God.
This is a
Right.
combat session.
I do believe that we could all use some sleep.
Yeah, so basically, you guys have not actually slept properly in like 3 fucking days.
We're chasing white rabbits at this point.
I disagree. I slept pretty good after
Sorry,
I got my asshole
most
cleaned
of
out.
you, have not. I think Kodramina and Killjoy slept the best out of all you, and then Ars was in a puddle of pee the entire time, staying up, trying to make sure the little wolf girl didn't get a hold of him. So he's
I mean,
had no
I wouldn't
sleep.
say that, but yeah, sure, yeah.
Does
Not at
being
all.
knocked out by a sucking chest wound from a centaur, does that count as rest?
Hey,
I mean,
I fixed it.
I would say it's sleep, but not rest.
Hey, Dale Gorick.
What's
So whenever you fart now, does it sound like?
All right, we're not gonna talk about this anymore. Okay.
That was very clever,
You
not gonna
have
lie.
that on cue.
Oh, it was. That was
Why?
great.
I hate how it echoed. It's just
Yeah, that was everything about that. That was actually fairly clever.
that
Yeah.
so Flash, if you can clip that, that'd be great because the echo was the best part. Like it's like
Yo, dog, your asshole kind of deep,
Like-
though.
like-
It even echoes.
like it's that clean, just echoes, just no like sound barriers. That's long. The fucking cave.
Yo, I felt that in my stomach. That's uncool, bro.
To
I hate-
try to get us.
I hate how it whistled in the echo. That was comedy fucking gold. Holy shit.
Listen, I may be a fucking idiot, but at least I'm not an idiot when it comes to good old comedy.
At least you're a funny
Wait,
idiot.
so how do you define an idiot? How do you define an idiot from just a standard idiot?
Humor.
Yeah, humor.
Actually being funny.
Okay, so what is y'all's plan as a party?
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
think before we actually like try to turn in for the night, ours is going to want to go to a bookstore or a library or something.
Bookstore or library? Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. So like just a general bookstore or library, or like a specific kind of bookstore?
A general one for right now.
He wants to check out the Magic Skull Bus.
Check out the Magic School Bus.
I think he said magic skull bus.
No, I said school bus, and that's an
Oh.
inside joke that only I think Deagoric would get.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm disappointed.
Squidward.
I'm not mad.
Let's see here. 1 second here. I need like.
gonna kick your fucking ass,
I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, Mr. Squidward. I need like four screens to make this thing work. Good lord.
Guard, I need you to make that a soundbite that we can use in the stream sound things for bits. Thanks.
What, the Old Spice theme?
No, well that too.
Okay, so
Particularly the ear rape version of it.
so there is a library / bookstore in town, and it is called Malmoira's Remembrance, and it's a rather large book compendium, you could say, and it's like part library, part
Denny's?
bookstore, part like partial small, a cafe for the more elitists who want to go somewhere kind of more expensive than usual, and
The
so
Starbucks of bookstores.
I mean, kind of. So who's all going to this bookstore? Because Ars is setting out to go find this fucking thing. Is anyone going with Ars?
Daniel has a plan for ours. So,
Oh, my.
you know that hat I
Yes,
showed
I'm
you?
aware.
Daniel wants to, with his newfound money, he wants to get ours a present.
Did,
That, and
I
he needs
remember
some-
this.
now,
Hold up.
did you guys like divvy up the gold between you
Yes.
guys?
Yes, we divided.
Absolutely. I'm no longer poor.
There's still
Yeah.
some gold in that. There's still 2 sets of gold in the cart. Coldramina and Dalruth have not claimed their gold.
Shit, I got found out.
But yes, we did already discuss that.
Okay, so while we're here in this house we were starting to build, Ars is going to a bookstore / library. Daniel's going out for a shopping venture. Declan, what are you doing?
My paranoid ass wants to go out and look for medical supplies.
All right, Coldramina, what are you doing?
I am hunting through the market for stuff.
Hunting through the market for stuff. Lovely.
That is
And
very broad.
Dagoric, how about you?
Dagoric is going to join Declan in his adventures for Healy shit, and after that, he is going to attempt to find more ammunition for his angry rock thrower.
Angry rock thrower.
I'll tell you right now, you're gonna find no ammo here. This is purely fantasy land. So basically, as you guys walking around, you are the most modern thing. Like you and that party and that gun were the most modern things in this town. Like they're basically like the walls are lined with bowmen and spearmen, men at arms running around, cavalry. This is a purely base fantasy line town. They still do things the old-fashioned way.
Dalgoric's going to find a fucking instrument then.
As in,
like a fiddle.
Yeah,
like
he's gonna try
You can fiddle these
anyway.
No, he's
so-
just curious. He's just curious on what types of instruments there are. He's wanting to pick up a hobby.
hobby. Okay.
And now that he has money to entertain said hobby,
Okay.
listen, we can't all collect scratch and sniffs. We gotta eventually grow up a little.
I mean, you say that, but I got a whole library. Anyway, so we'll start with Ars first. So Ars, you're out running around. And you're trying to find your player wants the angry rock. Your player wants the angry fire rocks or the dreaded ouch rain. Thank you, Azure.
Oh,
ouch.
sometimes we like the smoky fire rocks too.
Yeah. So Malmoira's Remembrance is this area's, or kind of like between here, Kindred, and Sturmore. Northern Trace has one of the larger libraries / bookstores / printeries that kind of keep track of the old legends and the old tales and the more older books. There's not really anything being written here, but more mass produced here of the older things. And as you walk into the Malmoira's Remembrance, it's a very quaint shop. But it smells of books and paper and ink, and you can smell like tea in a small cafe in the back. It's a standard wooden affair with like a stone half wall running along it. In the front part of this library / bookstore, it's kind of split in two, where one side's the library and one side's the bookstore. So which side are we going to go into? Because the library has a desk in front of it that you have to check in with before you go inside, while the bookstore part has simply a kind of a desk in the back where you kind of go and buy your stuff.
Okay. I think I want to.
Send me a DM there, Killjoy. Ars, go ahead.
I
say
think I want
anything.
to.
It was me.
That was Dave,
I will
right?
send it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I want to go to the bookstore side.
Okay.
Try to go to like the front desk.
Okay. So as you're walking towards the front desk, there are no old books here. These are all new, and they smell of books. Like you all know that fresh new book smell, like fresh crisp paper, fresh. It's like that smell, but like in like a 50 by 50 foot room of just fucking fresh new books.
Nice.
And as you walk to the back, there is an older Valley Elf gentleman, kind of like He's actually reading a book as he's kind of like, got a small pipe in his hand and his lips. He's just kind of vibing back there.
So Ars walks up to the counter and just stands there.
Okay. So you kind of rock up and stand there, and this old man's like engrossed in the book. He's just kind of like you kind of like leaning into it, and it's like 1 minute passes, 2 minute passes. He turns a page. Time is crawling on as you say nothing.
Yeah. After a little bit, his mind finally juts into gear, and he just knocks on the counter once.
So,
Thank you for flying Organ Airlines.
Lord Calor, thank you
Hey
for
Guard,
subscribing.
how's it going?
How's it going? It's going okay. I got a coffee. It was gym day. My shoulders hurt. There's a guy doing like.
Did you get your ramen?
I did. I went and got curry ramen, which is fucking dope as shit.
I like how I sent you a picture of my homemade ramen.
I know. I was like, fuck, that sounds good. And but yeah, there's a guy.
Wait, you have a fucking ramen store where you live?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
the fuck? My state sucks.
Yokohama.
Yeah.
And they got karage there too. Anyway, but there's a guy.
What the hell is that?
Karage's like Japanese fried chicken. But
that exists?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Speaking of food, I have to go, or
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
fucking eat myself.
Go on. So, but anyway, at the gym was a guy. He was doing like massive weight, but doing like 1/16 range of motion, like barely any workout. And it's like, oh, you fucking ego lifter. He's like, Brrrt! I was like, bro, fucking stop! You're not even doing anything. Like he would do, like he was doing rows, and like usually with a row, you go here and come all the way back and you return. He was doing this. Like no actual workout. I was like, for God's sakes, man, go away. You're being annoying. Anyway, so as you kind of knock on the table, Arse, the guy kind of goes, and kind of looks up and goes, oh, sorry. He kind of sets the book down, pulls his pipe out, sits on a little stand, and you kind of like, yes, how can I help you?
Yes. Sorry, I'm looking for books to purchase, if possible.
You get like this blank stare, and he goes, well, you're in the right place. These are books for purchase.
Great. Do you have medical books?
Yeah, we have a few medical books, and he kind of uses his pipe. He kind of picks his pipe up and gestures towards a small, wooden shelf packed with like leather-bound books. And he goes, "Oh, those are medical books there of different varieties on different subject matter, like animals or, humanoids."
Ours interrupts, says, "Great. Do you have cartography books?"
Like for map making.
Yes.
Yeah, we have like 2 or 3, and he kind of gestures towards a shelf on the other side of the store. It's like a single rack of like 3 books sit side by side.
Great. Do you have books on potion making?
You mean like, well, kind of, but not really. Like, we have a beginner's book where you can learn like how to make like detergents and things, but like the more advanced stuff, you have to go to get proper training for that.
Okay. And then he turns around and walks away towards the medical books. He's not okay right now. He's exhausted.
Okay.
He's running on full fumes.
Neat. I'm gonna go over here.
So he walks towards the medical books and like peruses over them. He's mostly looking for just any kind of books to help healing humanoids and otherwise, like people with more non-humanoid bodies.
Beardman, why are you cringe today?
I'm not cringe today, pirate. Fuck you. So as you're kind of looking around, there's one called Fish of the World, which how to like maintain like small aquariums for like the usual hobbyist in mind. There's one called Butchers of the Gods, which kind of touches on the subject matter of like the gods and like their kind of semi-immortal bodies and how, if it comes to it, how they function, how they work.
He's gonna
that's a
pick that
fucking
one up.
Black Hawk, sir. Calm down. I can hear it.
He's gonna pick that up because just like reading the actual like synopsis of that makes him remember. Oh wait, there was that one thing that happened. So he's gonna pick that up, and tuck it away while he continues to look for the other medical stuff. Is there anything for like basic first aid or
Let's
stuff like
see
that?
here.
In veterinary practices.
Give me 1 second here. There's one called A Doom Without Goals, and it's like I think that's an odd name for a book. As you kind of pull it out, this book is kind of like a field journal size thing, and it is brand new and bound in oiled leather. As you kind of pull it out and look inside of it, this is basically a very concise field guide on like how a ranger can survive in the wild and how a ranger can use what's around him to kind of stemmy death and kind of cure small things, how to bind wounds properly, what herbs can help them like fend off, poison and venoms and that kind of stuff.
He's gonna put that on the pile. And continue on.
All right.
After that, he's gonna walk over to the cartography books, and I think just without actually checking them, he's gonna just pick up all 3 and keep it moving.
Just scoop them all up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I will say there is one book, like as you're kind of scooping up the 3 cartography books with your 2 other books, there is a book with kind of like a gold glittery spine that kind of catches your eye, and it's called Spear of the Great.
He's gonna look at it.
Like, open it or like?
Just look at it. Just look to see if there's any kind of synopsis or anything.
So there's basically, it says, in these big glittery gold letters, Spear of the Great, and then in a little subtext down below it, in the usual title fashion, it says Mal Moira's demise. So that's all it really says, and all you really get from the book title itself.
Can I do a history check on that?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Nerd check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that Mal Moira was you could say she was one of the few neutral fae in a way, but began to become enraged as the Fae Wars went on, and she went from this kind of not really an anger, but more neutral type Fae to a more pro-aggro Fae as time went on, and began to kind of spearhead the thought pattern of to not attack only the races of the world, but also attack the gods themselves. And it was Mal Moira who more or less spearheaded this tactic of attempting to weaken, if not outright kill, the gods entirely.
Oh, well, anything that'll talk about how to kill a Fae is anything ours is interested in. He'll put it on the sack.
Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very heavy books on your already tired arms. Is there anything else you want to try and get at or no?
He's gonna walk back up to the.
I will say one more book in like kind of deep blue and silvery spine to catch your eye, and it says "They Are Among Us."
Ha! That's kind of sus, bro.
And then on the subtext it says the trespasses and histories of humanity.
I guess he's going to take the books that he already has to the counter,
Okay.
then go back and get that one because he doesn't want to fall over.
So as you kind of pull this book out and kind of open it up, you see that this is more or less a light attempt at the history of the times that humanity has stumbled its way through the veil and onto this, this world, this plane. And it starts almost as soon as the Fey Wars end, that these strange creatures called humans began to kind of just pop up randomly. And the and as you're kind of looking through it, the first couple of years of this was actually quite violent, if anything. Like for about 50 years or so, these humans were the boogeymen who would steal children at night or make entire horses or cows disappear without a sound, or like they're kind of like, these monsters that no one knew how to really deal with.
Well, I mean, it'll be good for light reading, I suppose. I'm gonna put it on the pile.
Okay.
So yeah, once ours gets back up to the desk, he's gonna stare at the old guy for a moment to collect his thoughts and say, "Do you have anything on religion or blasphemy against the gods, as in
So
certain?"
this guy like leans down like, no, not really. That's usually something you go to a temple for. We're not
No.
really, there aren't really any books on. I mean, there's histories of blasphemy and people who've been smited by the gods themselves for their transgressions, but as like how to avoid it or anything, that doesn't really come into our wavelength of stuff we do here.
I don't really need to know how to avoid it. I need to know if there's a historical precedence for it.
I mean, well, there is, yes, but they're actually more kept in temple histories. Each god, as they, go about their days rending apart we poor mortals, they're all kind of kept in their own private library or collection where they kind of annotate these times and when, why, and how it happened.
Okay. Is there a church for she who hides? Yeah.
Here, no. Most temples here form around the more larger ones, or the ones about sailing in the sea. The she who hides isn't really a. You can sometimes find her shrines on the road along between cities, but as for actual temples, no, not here.
Is there one for the gods of Centaur?
He kind of like lifts his Brad and goes, well, centaurs kind of follow the same ones we do, but they do lean a few certain types. Like Righton is kind of the god who made them. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of the times where she's trying to find like the perfect cavalry, one that could think and act as quickly as a rider and horse could.
No, I haven't.
Flash _of
Hold on.
_ green donated $15. Does their Humvee have truck nuts?
Flash, why?
It just sounds right for this.
I'm back with food.
Flash says, does her Humvee have truck nuts? No, it does not. But,
So
We can fix that.
So yeah, ours interrupts him and says, "No, I haven't. I just need to know the main gods of centaurs."
I mean, for the most part, our gods are their gods. There aren't really any centaur-specific gods. Which can't be said for she who hides. She's mostly a harpy one.
Hey guard, I
What?
do kind of agree with Flash. Can we roll for truck nuts?
I am not rolling for truck nuts. You want truck nuts? You make your goddamn
Please,
truck
no.
nuts. You go to a blacksmith, make me testicles. Pardon? I mean,
Is there
If your truck didn't come with nuts and you put nuts on it, it's now
no,
a trans truck.
no, not on Twitch. Not on Twitch.
Okay.
Okay, we'll save it for YouTube.
We'll save it for YouTube.
Hey Vod, check this out.
Good lord. Anyway, Ars, go ahead.
Oh, he was just about to ask, is there... Do you just have a book on the gods? Besides the one I already brought here.
Yeah, I mean, there are like histories, and it kind of points towards this huge rack of books. And it's like, there's about 40 examples you can peruse through.
What's the one that would pertain the most to centaurs?
I mean, maybe a history on centaurs. That is a book we have. You know,
In regards to religion,
it'll probably be in there. I mean, I haven't read it. I'm not a big centaur enthusiast, but you know, if you're gonna find a place about it, it'd be in that book.
never mind. Can I please just get checked out, please?
Sure. And he kind of like picks the books up and kind of like sets them out, and he goes, "Well, let's see here. All these combined will be about 64 gold."
He hands him 64 gold.
He goes, "Oh, Jesus!" He kind of like takes his hand. Oh, okay.
Dang.
You know, like, oh, you must be the scholarly type. Like, good to see. Would you like these gift wrapped or?
How many books did you get?
I believe 6.
Fucking nerd.
Good lord.
Because he got three cartography books, and he got
Knowledge is power.
They Are Among Us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books.
Those expensive ass books.
Well, this is a fantasy setting where printing is still a very small thing.
Printing is AK scribing it by hand.
Damn, these books expensive, peasants in the fucking 1200s. Damn, these book things expensive.
God damn it, pirate.
So no, he'll say, I don't need a gift wrap, thank you. And then he'll just walk away. Like he'll so can I cast telekinesis on multiple things?
Good question. What are you trying to cast them on?
The books. Just have them floating behind me.
Power move.
Behold
I'm
the
not
level of
renting
my
them,
brain
they're following
thinks.
me.
Let's see. It's a speaking spell, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's see. Telekinesis. Use 4 AP and the caster has the ability to move around an unsecured object that's within 50 feet of them and no heavier than 2 pounds.
There's no maximum limit for how many times I can cast.
Yeah, so no heavier than 2 pounds up to 25 feet. So I want to say, especially like They Are Among Us and Doom Without a Goal. Well, no, that's a journal. So They Are Among Us and the 3 cartography books are going to be a bit heavier, but definitely Butcher of the Gods, Doom Without a Goal, and Spear of the Great can be telekinesisized to float around you as you walk.
All right, so I'll just carry the ones that I can't
God damn
cast
it,
telekinesis on, and then just walk out with those books floating behind me
Okay.
while carrying the rest.
Just going full flex.
Okay, so as you're walking out of the the Remembrance bookstores library, people are kind of like going like, "What the fuck?" As you're just striding through, bags under your eyes, like, "Oh God!" And these books kind of like kind of floating after you, and you see
Cinderella motherfucker.
you see a guy go, "Why did I fucking think of that? Fuck!" And he kind of like face palms, because he knows that spell too. He's never thought of that, But all right, so you're making your way out.
Yeah, and I think after that, all I would do for today is find the hotel that they went to and check in and
Okay.
try to, yeah.
So as you go to check in, it's quite a walk there. As you get there, you're like, your feet hurt, your head hurts, you got a headache, you're hungry, you want some kind of stimulant in your throat, in your mouth. As you walk in, like a zombie with these books kind of floating after you. The guy runs up and goes, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" Because he's kind of like walking like a zombie, books floating around you, and plus you're a southern. He goes, "Aren't you a bit away from home there, southern boy?"
Do you actually care, or are you just going to bother me with these questions?
Well, no, because I'm pretty sure some of your fellows were here earlier yesterday. Let me guess, a giant, creepy Spider-Man and a rather loud elf.
Oh, yes, they were here yesterday. Then, can I get out of your room, please?
I got a spare key for theirs. He pulls out a key and throws it on the counter. There, off you go.
Thank you. And then he walks away.
All right. Now, Daniel, you're trying to find a hat. Maker.
That
a
and
hatcher.
that, and I'm about to
Brr,
fucking.
brr, 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 brr.
I don't
kill
know
you, bro.
why.
Do it again.
I don't know why they're barking. They're barking at nothing.
Brr, brr.
Because they
They're just letting you know that it's okay. There's no need to be alarmed.
Anyways,
Ghosts.
motherfucker. They just
Fucking
bark.
dog did yourself. Kill him.
They just bark at air for nothing. Anyways,
It smells funny. Go fucking kill it.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
I'll eat your fucking
No,
dick, I
hey,
swear.
you're totally fine. You're totally fine.
I'll fucking kill you.
And I've got one guy on my team for work that every morning on our call I have to hear a fucking rooster.
All right, shut him up. Yes, and Daniel is going to update his wardrobe, if you will.
Okay, so
It's going to be the cowboy in a continental suit.
so you're trying to find a hattery or simply clothing shops?
Clothing shop and a hatter,
A hatter. Okay. So
the Mad Hatter himself.
I was about to ask, is the Hatter mad?
They're always mad.
I mean, are they? I've been to some pretty fantastic haberdasheries.
Well, no, it's because back in the day, the reason why
Oh
they
my
go
goodness.
mad is because the chemicals that they
no.
walked in made them crazy.
Wasn't chemical? It was the fucking mercury, my friend. It was
Oh,
that
yeah,
motherfucking
yeah.
mercury getting in their system.
Well, mercury's a chemical.
All right. So
Well, actually, it's an element.
actually, it's a metal. Anyway, so as you go to the main trade sector, you see there are quite a few clothing stores. So the arcane minded is a clothing store mostly dealing with more spellcastery type of clothing, and looks quite expensive when you kind of walk by it. But there's also the 10th ring, Hocus. Really? Hocus
You
Pocus.
good, guard?
And then there's one called the Prick and Hiss.
nice.
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 Let's try the Prick and Hiss first because obviously it sounds the least magical.
It sounds the least magical. Okay, so the Prick and Hiss is mostly a tailoring shop. And as you walk in, it's very clearly a place you go for mass-produced, simple, affordable clothing. And there are places inside there with certain seamstresses and seamstressers where you can get custom clothing made. And as you're kind of walking around inside, there is a... One second. Shut up, boy. All right, so there, so on the kind of freelance tailors inside this main tailoring shop, think of it like a hair salon where they sell stuff, but in the back there's booths where you can go and get custom stuff made. And it's still kind of early in the morning. There's no real work yet, so they're all these people are kind of sitting down this long hallway type area on chairs, smoking, drinking tea, reading papers, that kind of stuff. And there is a large Goliath woman. There is a Valley Elf male, kind of a standard Valley Elf male, an older, more elderly Oni female, and a more younger, fresh-faced, lithe Southern Elf.
And he was just gonna walk in, see him there, and be like, "Oh, hi, friends."
So as you say that, they all kind of stop talking to each other and kind of look at you and go, "Oh, good morning. How can we help you?"
I'm in need for some new duds, and I need a present for a friend.
Well, so the Valley Elf male kind of like perks the ear up. He goes, "Well, what are you looking for exactly?" He says, "Like, you're looking for work clothes, something fancy. You go into a marriage here soon. What are you trying to find exactly?"
Well, a mixture of work and fancy. He's gonna look down on himself, see his old rags. He's like, something more attuned to my aesthetic, but I also want to make sure if I run into some noblemen, I don't feel out of place at the same time.
All I heard you say was, "There's a woman," that starts buffering. There's a woman. Fucking shuts down his train. No, no women allowed.
exist. They're not real.
Just like birds. Anyway, so
And my dad.
Those
So-
they aren't robots?
so as you kind of say that, they all kind of look and they all kind of smile and look towards the older Oni older Oni woman, who kind of nods and goes, "I can probably get you set up with just what you need."
And Daniel's gonna take off his hat and set it down on the table and be like, "Well, in the gift from my friend, well, he's a magical scholarly type that we have a bit of a we kind of rag on each other a lot, you know, kind of like joke about how one's smart, one's dumb, vice versa. And I was thinking about, you know, just joke, you know, seeing if we can merge our personalities and see if we can get a hat like mine, but mage-like."
So I assume you mean the picture you sent me a while
Yes,
back. Okay.
yes.
So
You're making a lot.
as
I like
you,
how you're making a lot of assumptions about ours right here. It's
So-
just like,
so as you describe this hat, the actually younger Southern Elf goes, "I can do exactly what you need." And you see the other Valley Elf kind of rolls out and go, "Oh fuck, not this again." And you know, and the Goliath woman starts kind of like chuckling to herself, as she's like more or less, you know, cupping this small thing of tea. And she goes, he's gonna fuck him up. You know who he is. And the Southern Elf goes, "Tell you what, do you want to be by chance enchanted or just, you know, just the hat itself?"
How much would for an enchanted one be, and what are said enchantments?
So as you say that, the Southern Elf kind of stands up, and as he walks more towards you, he's definitely not the manliest type. He is, after all, a seamster. But you kind of realize in your mind that all the jokes about Southern Elves being effeminate is not really all that untrue, apparently. And he kind of walks up and kind of grabs you, not in an unkind way, but more in a flirtatious way, and kind of grabs the lapels of your jacket, kind of gives you a little shake in a friendly way, and goes, "Well, how much gold do you have?"
He's gonna be like, "Well, we just had a nice payday back at the ranch, so in total, I have about 20 gold on uniform and accessories."
So, did you give him like an amount? Sorry, I was at a space. What did you say the amount was?
20 gold. I said, "Well, we did have a nice paycheck at the ranch, so I am allowed to spend about 20 gold on
Okay,
uniform
gotcha.
and accessories."
So, as you say that, he kind of smiles in a very happy way. And he kind of like, he's a lot shorter than you are, and he kind of leans up on his toes and kind of like brings his face a little bit uncomfortably close to yours, and he goes, "I have curiosity, just how big is his head?" And you hear behind him the guy go, "Gracious, stop, leave the boy alone." And and Gracious kind of looks over his shoulder and goes, "What? I'm just asking how big his friend's head is." And the Valley Elf goes, I'm sure you are. Just leave the man alone and tell him what you can do." And Gracious kind of like pouts, and he kind of like goes back down onto his feet, off his tippy toes, and he goes, "For 20 gold, I can make the hat and give you an enchantment as well. That not too powerful, but you know, enough to make, you know, something happen. I'm sure when he gets excited. What does he do? Is he like a sneaky boy, a healy boy, an animal boy? What's he do?"
Daniel's gonna ponder on all the magic he's seen Ars do and be like, "Well, a bit of everything."
So you see like this like blank look go on in Gracious's face, and he goes, "Can you give me like an example?"
Well, I seen him do some illusion, some destruction, and some healing. I've seen him do some healing before. I think I think he would appreciate if we put a little pep in his step when it comes to healing, just to be safe.
So he's kind of like he's kind of like he's kind of crossed his arms across his chest, and he's going, "You have no idea what kind of spells you've seen your friend use. You have no idea."
No, I've seen the kinds of spells before. I did list off the different schools I've seen, but he's not set in one particular area of spellcraft.
So Grix just kind of rolls his eyes and goes, "All right, I can put in something to help him with an all general aspect then, since you're so unmindful of what your friend does." But
Well, he goes, well, I did say we could put a little pep in his step when it comes to healing.
so Grix just kind of like goes, "How big is his head? Is he like a cantaloupe or what?"
Fuck, how big is Ars's head?
I'm a
Just-
southern elf. Graces is a southern elf.
He'll look at him and be like, "Wait, well, I mean, you're the same race as him, so yeah, about your size of a head."
You see Grix's eyebrows kind of pop up, and he goes, "Another southern elf, this far north."
Yeah, I mean, we've been riding together.
Huh? What's his name?
His name's Ars.
you see, like you see even the Goliath woman kind of like go, "Huh?" and kind of cock her head towards you, and Grix goes, "Ars. His name is Ars."
I mean, that's what he refers to himself by. So, I mean, I go by Daniel. It's a bit of a Terran name, but it's what I go by.
Grix so Grix goes, "Okay, I'll just think of something then. Pay up front."
All right, and Daniel's gonna pop down a small sack of 20 gold in his hand.
Okay, so he kind of takes the gold and kind of like, I don't know, not a walk away, it's more like a strut away towards his little section of the tailoring shop, and kind of whips this curtain out of the way and then in the way to kind of break up what he is doing inside of his shop. And then as all that's happening, the older Oni woman kind of goes, "Well, since all the fun is done, do you want to tell me what you need?"
So the picture I posted in Storm Riders is the outline aesthetic that Daniel's gonna go for, kind of like a bit of a fancy cowboy, but still a cowboy nonetheless. So kind of like a 3-piece suit, but the duster is almost like a it's like an overcoat.
It's a duster, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I know what a duster is, Killjoy.
Well, it looks. I mean, it's a bit of a hybrid of a duster and a suit jacket. So, oh, sorry,
A few
that's my
dollars
phone.
more looking ass.
it's
All right.
good. It's a good fucking movie.
So she goes, "Okay," and she kind of takes in what you're trying to say as you draw a few things out, and she goes, "Okay, well, what you need to do is you just step inside my shop right there and take off all your clothes and just kind of face towards the mirrors."
All right, Daniel.
Oh my.
Goes ahead.
Okay. So how literally do you take her words?
Well, I assume down to like boxer shorts and stuff like that, not literal, free hanging.
Are boxer shorts part of the actual like thing? Because I don't think there even are boxer shorts in the Veil.
I assume there's some sort of undergarments that resemble them.
There is, but more like boxer shorts? Nah, I'd be like, "You're wearing pants under your pants? What are you, some kind of fucking weirdo?" All right, so as you kind of like stand in, as you kind of walk into this room, there are 4 mirrors laid out in front of this, a small wooden pedestal. And all around you are bolts of clothing and pins and clothespins. I mean, all these things a tailor would need are all around you. And as you start to take off your clothes and get in front of the mirror, you know, the older only woman kind of like opens the curtain and steps inside. She goes, "Oh no, dear, everything."
Oh, he goes, "Oh, everything. Okay, okay," and removes his undergarments as well.
Okay. So as she's kind of whistling to herself, she's picking up this tape measure, and as she turns, you see that all along the bridge of her orbital socket down to her cheek is this long, kind of like a ring of magical runes that kind of run down from the corner of her eyebrow all the way down to like where her cheek starts, and it's on both sides of her eyes. And as you're in this kind of like darkened room and around those mirrors, you know, you realize that she's actually light blind. She's in, and she kind of like blows out all these candles and these little lights in her little tailoring room, and it goes fucking pitch black, and you can't see anything, but she can see perfectly. And she measures your arms, your neck, your chest, crotch bulge, thighs, anything that would mean that or require extra fabric for moving or diving or twisting. You know, that way the clothing isn't too tight or too loose, and you know that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And she gets you all measured out, and she starts kind of pulling bolts of cloth. You can't see anything. You're just hearing and feeling shit going on.
Yeah.
Which is a bit odd, but you know you're kind of hanging in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she doesn't say a fucking word the entire time, and you feel her kind of dragging these bolts of cloth on you and kind of like folding them over your arms or around your neck, and she kind of like walks away, and you hear her kind of cutting something with scissors, and then she comes back with these cloth pieces and starts kind of putting them on you and kind of making this outfit completely in the dark by both her magical senses and by feeling. And unfortunately, you do get pricked a couple fucking times with these fucking pins. Not out of malice, just it just fucking happens. You're getting, you know, tailored clothes made.
Daniel assumes like, just like my mama used to do.
Kinky.
You say that?
No, I think that.
Okay. So she kind of keeps going around, and as she's going, after like 20 minutes, she finally says the first word, and she goes, "So do you want 1, 2, 3? Do you want like a whole suite of these things, or just one?"
So it would be like 3-piece suit and stuff like that.
Mm. You gonna answer the question, or?
Oh, well, I'm asking. So what do you mean by 3 things? You mean like 3-piece suit and stuff like that?
No, like sets of clothing.
Oh, he's gonna think and be like, well, probably 3. 3 is a good number to rotate them out.
She goes, "Okay, and how much money do you have for these? Like, how much like, let me know what your budget is per clothing set, and I'll kind of work that for embellishments and all the other things."
About 30 gold.
Like per per clothing article, or entirely?
Entirely. Like, I'm not splurging all of my money, you know.
Let's see here. She kind of thinks to herself. She goes, "I can probably work maybe 2 sets of very essential clothing in your style for that gold, but nothing too fancy. It'll be basic gear in a way."
Well, let's go with, I guess I can muster up 65.
Well, for 65, we can do 2 very, you know, fancy duzzy clothes or 4 sets of regular clothing.
Well, let's do 2 fancy sets, or Could you do like 2 regular and 1 fancy?
She kind of like squints, but you can't really even see it because she's in front of you.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, sure, but that should be doable.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, yeah, two regular, 1 fancy.
All right. So as she keeps working around you and all that, she's still cutting and snipping and pinning and dry fitting all the stuff. It's around an hour into this process, you hear someone else in the room breathing with you, and you kind of go, huh? And you start trying to focus on it. Give me a perception check using your cunning.
Okay. This is how Daniel dies. Getting fit for clothing, trying to look his
This is
best.
how Daniel dies. Death by prick and hiss.
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
Okay, very nice. So you start listening very intently, and you hear kind
God damn it.
of murder, master, watch out! They're gonna kill you. Even the dog's nose is sus as fuck. When he's back,
I swear, they'll bark at the littlest things, like a fucking leaf can blow and they'd be skittish.
Well, yeah, they're dogs. Anyway, so as you start listening, you can hear her humming and kind of like whispering under her breath, and you can feel her drag a piece of clothing off of you, and you hear something kind of like skitter away, and it sounds like it's 2 feet, 3 feet tall, you know. And you kind of go, what the fuck? And you start like listening in more, and you hear like maybe 6 pairs of feet kind of like skittering around carrying things. You can hear something pick up scissors and bring it towards the lady, and you hear her mutter a thank you towards it and kind of start cutting clothes to more closer fit.
Oh, hey, it's cool drama.
Daniel's going
It is cool drama.
Daniel's gonna say something and be like,
Nani, I've been summoned.
do you have like an assistant helping you?
She goes, no, just me inside here. No worries.
Alright, if you say not to worry about it, I won't worry about it.
You can actually hear her smile, that kind of like the sound of lips parting from teeth. She goes, yeah, it's probably for the best.
Alright.
Okie dokie. All right.
I'm a simple man. If you say something, I'll do it.
So you hear the scuttling start to intensify, and you're like, wait, and you realize it's gone from 6 pairs of feet to 7 pairs of feet, 8 pairs of feet. On a table to the right of you, about 5 feet away, you hear someone, kind of cutting through something, and someone pulling threads through something else. But you can tell the old lady's still behind you, still kind of clucking her teeth to herself, kind of fitting the stuff. And you realize that without her moving from around you, she's kind of circling you, as she would. Yeah. But the clothing is feeling more and more together. It went from like bolts of cloth to scraps of cloth to, you can feel how there's like now kind of sewn bits in there now, and you feel pieces of leather, and you hear leather being cut to your left, way in the corner. And you know that when you walked in here with all the candles on, there was just the fucking mirrors and the pedestal and all the tools. So there's no one else in here. What do you do?
Daniel is just going to assume if he hears multiple pairs of feet, he's just going to think maybe they have another Havader, kind of like my friend Cold. Probably just helping out.
Spoiler, it's a bunch of fucking halflings.
Let's just maybe there's just an assistant.
Mm-hmm. So you feel the presence of something kind of get near you, and you feel something reach around your hip to hand the old lady a bunch of leather. And as this arm brushes just by your hip, you feel leaves. Like you feel like the brush of like several leaves.
Mm.
Daniel's just gonna be like,
York.
Sorry. Daniel's just gonna think now. God damn it! He's just gonna be like, he's just gonna say, well, you said you didn't have an assistant with you. Is this like a potted? Are you like doing magic? Maybe have like a potted plant friend, maybe?
Are you asking her that?
Yeah, like you said you don't have an assistant, but I'm feeling something. Are you just using magic? Maybe you're using plants to help you?
She goes, magic. And here, of course not, dear. You're just feeling the wind, naturally.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you're using magic, I don't mind it. My friend's a mage after all.
So you hear this odd tone in her voice when she says, of course I'm not using magic.
Alright.
Alright.
If she says she's not using magic, she must not be using magic. I mean, he's paying for her service after all.
Let's see. Let's see what one's going to be clumsy or not. No, okay.
Who the wait? What?
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So about an hour and a half has passed by so far, and you feel the clothing becoming more and more complete, and she's kind of humming to herself and kind of still kind of form fitting, and you hear her kind of like walk away actually for the first time and start sewing, and kind of start putting things together, and you hear a small machine whirring in like a attacking noise. Then you hear someone on the left of you cough. Someone laugh, and on the right you hear the lady go, Gesundheit.
Hearing a cough, he's also instinctively going to turn and be like, oh, Gesundheit. Then he's gonna ponder back and be like, wait a minute. He's like, that doesn't sound like the old woman. Who are you people?
Fucking full Patrick Star. Who are you people?
Who are you? Oh, I can't fucking do it. My voice cracked.
Mine is an instrument.
Okay, so
I could do the hollow Patrick like early seasons.
Right. So what
Yeah,
do you do
exactly. What?
Who in their right mind would have a Krabby Patty at 3 a.m.?
Okay.
Boy, 3 a.m.
all right. Let's settle her down.
So what do you do? We hear this cough, and the lady kind of like react to it.
Well, he's gonna feel alright. My clothes are almost done. Is a bit weird. What? You know what? This is fine. You can get through this.
This is fine. Give me a grit check.
All right.
This is fine. I am fine. Everything is okay.
Rolls d20. I'm not fine. I'm not fine.
East. I thought you said west.
Great.
East. I thought you said west. That's west, Patrick.
Ah, yes, and the W stands for Wumbo.
Would y'all stop making me feel old?
Okay.
We're all old too. The fuck you mean? We're all old together.
How do fuck again? It's the
Okay,
same thing.
so
skills
you-
and checks. Where's fucking grid?
So all you do is you go to your sheet. Where
Yeah.
one day you'll do this. Skills, a skill check. Click grit and then roll. What are you doing?
The
Me?
inner machinations of my mind.
Hard enigma.
Checks and modifiers? No.
Go to skills.
Yes, I'm at skills.
The first one, skills, spells, and checks. First one,
Yeah.
a skill check. Click
Oh,
the
okay.
scroll.
Right.
Click grit, and then click the roll button. Well, you're not as calm as you would think you would be. Like you thought, like you thought you were gonna be like going in here with an old lady. She's gonna be there like putting in pins, but you feel around you just like your passive. Like, wait a minute. There's gotta be at least like 10 people in this fucking room, and not all of them are like normal height.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's gonna-
with a 6, like you're like near bolting out of the room at this point.
Yeah, he's gonna try and keep his nerve, but at this point you can visibly tell he's a bit worried. Some.
No, you can't because it's dark as fuck in that room.
Oh,
All right.
if
So,
there was light.
so as you're kind of like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who are you people? You hear the old Oni woman go, okay, now go set him up, you know, and she tries to say it in a very low tone, but she's a bit deafer now, so her whisper's not quite the whisper it should be.
Yeah.
And you hear 16 pairs of feet start moving towards you, and like cloth being like ruffled and kind of flapped out to kind of get all the, you know, as people would like prepare clothing, you know.
Yeah.
Give me a grit save.
All right. Now I know what to do.
Wait a minute. Who are you people? So you manage. So despite your like nervous sweating, you manage to kind of hold in your panic as you feel 16 pairs of hands start to like place clothing on you, and kind of like you feel one kind of grab your ankle and lead your foot into the pant leg trouser, like the trouser pant leg, and the other foot leads you into it, and someone pulls up your pants for you, and you can feel breath on your tailbones. It's how short these beings are, whatever they are.
What kind of advanced stage bullshit is this?
And around this point, you can now smell something. You smell like soil and flower petals and pollen and a sense of spring, you know, and it smells like you're in a garden almost. And you hear two things to your right kind of like mutter to each other and kind of giggle as one kind of like is just trying to get your fucking, you know, pants on correctly, but it's kind of it's trying to get the button right, you know.
Daniel having this sense of smell. He's just gonna almost like a not in an ecstasy, but almost in a wash of a bit dread and sorrow. He's gonna be like, "Fuck, that smells like home." He's gonna, you know, in a more of a depressing tone, just be like, "Fuck, reminds me of home."
Okay, so about that time, as you're kind of dragged back towards home, you feel a brand new hat kind of come onto your head, and you feel someone slide on something heavy and made of leather over your shoulders, and so you feel like you're fully clothed, and all at once these 16 pairs of hands all at once slap you on the back, right? And you're kind of jerked forward on the pedestal, and as you stumble forward and kind of look up surprised, the candles are on, small little lights are on, and the older Oni woman, kind of grandma-ish age, is kind of standing with her hands clasped, you know, kind of clasped before her in front of these mirrors. And you see that you're wearing a rather fancy-looking set of cowboy duds in the style that you described.
He's gonna be like, "Well, you get what you pay for."
Yeah. And I should note that as these lights turn on and you look at the mirrors, you don't see anything in this room. You can see that there's like a faint footprint, smallish footprint on the pedestal where someone had dropped some kind of weird powder. And there's like a single footprint right there. And it's about the footprint of like a, maybe like
God damn it.
I'll fucking kill you.
It's fucking hobbits, I knew it.
I know which dog it is. I'm just gonna drag her into my room and just have her stay here, so she's not barking.
No, not named Ivy Flash. There's no Oni Gam named Ivy in the Veil Riderverse.
Flash, I fucking love. It's fucking wizard time. Fireball.
What?
Go to the storm stand. Go to the storm channel.
Good lord, what the hell are you looking at?
Watch the post.
I'm a very
type
tall
of
midget. What the fuck?
No. Go watch the post under. Hey, hold on, guard. This one.
I don't understand.
All right.
This one. Go.
Okay.
All right. I found the
It's
troublemaker.
wizard time,
she'll be chilling here with me.
motherfucker! Fireball!
Oh, those two idiots. Yeah, I got you. Fireball!
That made me laugh way too much.
Anyways,
I was holding it in this entire time. I'm so sorry.
Daniel's going to look at this powdery residue and just kind of like touch it with his pinky and just kind of look at it and just kind of rub it in between his fingers, see what the texture's like.
It feels like pollen, really, like flower pollen.
He's just gonna like dust it off his hand.
So as you're doing that, the old woman kind of clears the throat and goes, "There's 2 more pairs right here." And so this is like your fancy pair here. It's got more leather embellishments. It's got some creative sewing here and there to get a more like complete, more like it's like upscale cowboy duds in a way, where they look less rugged and more like around town being fancy kind of duds. And she gestures towards 2 more sets of kind of the same kind of clothing, but they're much more plain and designed for being used on the road and getting dirty. You know, like there's less embellishment. It's more like workwear.
All right. So in total, it'll be 2 fancy, 2 regular.
1 fancy, 2 regular.
Okay, so he's wearing the fancy one. I am about to.
Bark, bark, bark!
Dude,
The sad thing is we know that Killjoy just about jumped out of his fucking skin.
Well, alright, so for context, I still live with my parents, and well, apparently they decided they didn't want 3 dogs, they wanted 4. So we have a baby German Shepherd, a 1 mastodon-looking German Shepherd who's about 2 years. Shut the fuck up. And
Shut the fuck up.
You can hear that instantaneous whip around and finger point.
You could hear like this, like the air around go as he turns around. Shut the fuck up.
I think Thusula has heard me yell "shut the fuck up" at my cats.
Hey, not you.
Okay, you bring good boys.
Go plots. Fucking plots. Anyways, we have a fucking Alaskan mountain dog who's about 8 years old and a fucking King Shepherd. And yeah, they're fucking annoying because yeah, you're fucking annoying. You shut the fuck up.
Dog
Anyway,
food bills must be insane at your household.
yeah. Well, it wasn't my choice. 3 of the you are my fucking stepdad's dogs who
Yeah, you fat ass.
Alright, you say that, she's actually pretty fucking plump.
Okay.
Anyways.
So back to the game there, dog wrangler.
Yeah, I'm not a cattleman. Yeah, instead of wrangling horses, I'm wrangling fucking horse weasels as dogs.
So when you say "get along, little doggies," you actually mean it? That's funny.
Yeah, basically.
Little.
Little.
That's a gross over-exaggeration there, friend.
All right. So you now have your two sets of regular Western duds and then your fancy duds.
And my, I guess, regular clothes that I pulled. Alright, you're getting fucking out of here.
They're not on. They should be. Hold on.
Get out of here.
You just hear a shotgun racking in the background.
I swear.
I swear to God, they're a nuisance.
All right, Lassie, you had your chance. Outside now.
I'm going push a talk. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to play D&D, kiddo. Rack shotgun. I'm here to play. So, like, I don't know why the
I
sounds
love
aren't
you, dog,
working.
but you're bringing out the murder hobo inside me.
Let's see here. They should be working. I don't know why they wouldn't be working.
She's bringing out my little ATF agent inside of me.
Okay, fed boy.
Stares and fed. I hate dogs. I hate dogs. I hate dogs. All right. So we'll move on to and then your hat. So as you exit the now well lit room of the old Oni woman's tailoring shop, the other Valley Elf man who's kind of still sitting outside due to like a customer is kind of like flips his paper and goes, "So how many were there this time?"
I felt about 6, 7, I guess.
He kind of like lifts an eyebrow and goes, "Oh, good. They're multiplying."
What?
Nani the fuck, JP?
What are multiplying?
Nothing. Anyway, Gracious. And he kind of looks over his shoulder, and you hear like, "Yeah, I'm coming." And you see Gracious kind of pop out, and Gracious has the hat that you've been describing. This cowboy hat meshed with a wizard hat.
Yes.
And yeah, there it is. So it's not exactly that. There's no like stars or moons, but it is a very
Ornate.
or ornate, yeah. And it does look quite nice. It's got leather and velvet kind of worn onto it. And along it kind of flips it around, and along the inside rim of this cowboy wizard hat is these kind of like magical inscriptions. And I'll show chat what the thing is here. There's window capture, Discord window. There it is.
So, guard, you're telling me that we can put runes in a hat, but we can't put runes in a fucking shotgun shell?
They're not runes. They're magical inscriptions. My little trolls.
That sounds like runes with more words.
It's not. It's not runes. God damn it! I hate you people. Are you telling me I can't inscribe runes on grains of rice and put? No, I'm saying I'm saying that exactly.
I didn't think they were grains of rice. I always thought they were just the pellets.
No.
Listen, I want my individual flechette rounds to each have like guiding bolt effect.
All I'm hearing is another chance for me to delve into another discipline, honestly.
All right, let's pick up the pace.
Yeah, so Glaze, I can't figure out why the thing's not working. No idea. Sorry, bud. Okay. So, and it kind of hands you this hat, and you're like, "This is a really nice hat." And you're kind of like looking at it. You turn it around towards the back, and Gracious has hand sewn in a rather ornate, realistic looking male bottom half facing rearward.
Oh my!
Well, he quite literally took ours for an arse. He's just gonna go, oh, all right.
Oh,
I sincerely hope that you can't see it when it's not on, but the second you put the hat on, the dick glows like
no,
obnoxiously bright.
It's just butt cheeks, like
yeah.
butt cheeks.
Anyways, he's gonna compliment his handiwork and thank him dearly.
Okay. So moving on from there, we have, let's see here, we have Declan, who's just trying to find medical stuff. So Declan, when you say medical stuff, what do you mean exactly?
IFAX, AFAX, preferably AFAX, but just medical supplies.
Okay.
We are in short supply.
I wonder why.
I don't know. Maybe a horse kicked me. No.
I call bullshit. I fixed it with my blood. Fuck you.
Maybe I got kicked in the fucking chest.
But yes,
God,
no, I am
it.
searching for medical supplies because we are kind of, low, if not non-existent at the moment.
Okay.
I am with him on this, by the way.
I am trying to keep the team alive.
Who's with them? Kodramana?
Dalgoric.
Oh, Dagoric, okay. So
Yes.
you two are together. All right. As a couple. Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
so,
now.
What?
Cute.
you're an all-star.
What I say? All right. So Dagoric, you're kind of going along with Declan on this this market run. You're looking out for instruments, and he's looking out for supplies. So the thing is, this is not an advanced city state yet. There are no AFAX or IFAX. There are simply the normal supplies what we use for, you know, adventuring in a fantasy setting. So there are bandages, there are potions out the Yaz here, there are tourniquets, and that's really about it in terms of medical supplies. There is a single trauma kit being like held aloft on a pair of hooks as like this big market item. You see that like next to the trauma kit is a price tag of 450 gold.
Whoa, those things are worth 250. Wow.
Inflation.
Right?
Yo, it's kind of hard to get stuff out here in the sticks.
Oh.
You seen them fucking inflations?
I would just focus on the basic potions.
I'm not
10
good on the
months. That
potions,
is
so
a
I'm gonna
long
look at
time listening to
Deogoric
the main
and just
character
be like,
whine.
look, you know, actually, before I even go any further, guard, you say this is a basic town. What kind of a weapons shop do we have?
Give me 1 second. Ranger Run Inspired says 10 months. It's a long time listening to the main character whine.
Hell, fuck off, fam.
Fuck off, fam.
Oof. Hold out.
Heck off.
Go give yourself a tug. Anyway, so in terms of weapon shops, I mean, there are a lot here that are around. There are basically, all the shops specialize. It's not really a general shop. It's a shop for daggers, a shop for swords, a shop for spears, a shop for battle axes. They're all kind of spread around. So the real question is,
All sound like melee weapons.
yeah,
I'm looking for range.
okay. So like there's a few like archery shops in a way that are full of bows and javelins and odds and ends of throwing implements that can be used for long range damages. The real question is what kind of long range weapon are you looking for?
Well, okay. I will say that I was earlier considering looking for an op, but obviously that's not going to fucking happen in this town.
You're trying to find an op and like the hey, you guys got any rifles? I have a crossbow. Fucking
So
peasant.
I was, on the second side of things, I was kind of hoping to possibly find a bipod.
Yeah.
Same problem.
I was just
So-
hoping maybe somebody was second-hand selling, you know.
You can find some kobolds.
Yeah, so
I'm assuming that's also a no.
You're looking around, and the closest you find is a steady pole used to shoot or to help aim larger crossbows. Basically, it's about
Okay.
a like a 4-foot pole with a U yoke on top of it that you rest the crossbow on as to help you aim. That's the closest you got to a fucking bipod.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna look at Deogoric, and I'm like, you know, I was really hoping to find some good medical supplies.
But-
Obviously,
well-
not finding.
Well, still, like there are potions sellers here. There are people selling weak potions, health potions.
My character does not know well of potions. That's why I'm talking to Deogoric.
Okay.
Oh, you think Del Gorg knows good potions? Motherfucker just cuts himself and heals other people.
Well, and motherfucker also overdoses on potions. So
Yeah,
yes,
that's a really
I do
horrible
think you know something about potions.
Yeah, how to overdose.
3 is good. 4 is bad. Don't drink 4. Maybe drink 3.
So I mean,
Maybe drink 3.
we're dangerously low on health supplies at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
What, Deogoric? Do you think I should buy something here, or do you think I should hold my money? I mean, what's your thought?
I think if you keep me alive, I can take us to the next town at the very least.
Is there a town in between here and there? Wait, where are we even going? Have we even discussed that?
Yeah,
what the
that.
hell?
D-
What
d-
the?
Don't mind my. Just ignore that. Do your thing.
Don't. You know what? Yeah,
I
that's where
wanna
we're going.
ignore
The
it.
town of no bacon.
Apparently.
I think we're going to Kindred.
Yeah, I thought we were going to Kindred. So
We
I don't
we
think there's a
haven't
town between-
actually officially discussed it yet.
we in character put off the discussion because
Yes.
I don't think any of us were in the mood to actually argue.
Well, after my thorough cleaning by yours truly, I think I can take care of a little bit of healing. We should be fine till wherever we get to.
Crap. I was really hoping to find some good medical supplies, but
mean,
it seems that this
there's
this town doesn't
potions.
have anything. Yeah,
we're
okay,
not
but
fucking spending that much money on potions. Fuck that.
Remember, the market prices may differ from the actual book prices. This is the baseline price.
we heard
Yeah.
the price. We heard the price for the trauma kit, not the potions. I thought.
Well,
Yeah.
the trauma kit is kind of advanced.
And fancy.
All right.
Yeah,
How
that's why
expensive are
that's
potions?
expensive.
Well, let's head over to the shop and find out.
Okay, so in this place, again, close to a war zone, most of the alchemists and the potion makers just have booths set up, and then they go to their actual, like, either where they're staying in rooms to create the stuff. And there are potions galore in this bitch. So, weak health potions are currently going for about 15 gold pieces per pot. The regular health potions are going for 35 GP per pot. And then
That's not bad.
the strong ones are going for 65 GP per pot. Regens are going for 120 per pot.
What do these individually heal again?
I'll tell you in a second. And the antidotes are going for a gold apiece because they're just fucking everywhere.
Wow, because those are normally 50.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a reason why. Anyway, and then the blood infusions. so you can find two. You can find blood infusion potions and energized blood infusion potions. The first infusion potions are going for 30 gold pieces apiece, but the energized are going for 70 gold pieces apiece. So the weak health potions heal for 1d6 plus healing magic. Health potions heal for 1d10 plus healing magic. Strongs are 1d12 plus healing magic. Regen potions give plus 2 AP regen for 1d4 turns.
Hold, please, so I can read these or type these down to remember. Or are they in the book?
They're in the book.
Manual. I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
would you like me to screenshot and send to Discord real quick?
That would be amazing.
Will do.
If only there's a link you could use to go to the actual PDF. Anyway, so
that would require me clicking things and potentially crashing my Chrome because Chrome sucks.
Get over it.
There you go.
Stop using Chrome then.
Yeah, so the blood infusion potions are 5 HP, the energized are 15 HP per pot.
And you said the prices were different here, or are they following the same price in the book?
They're different here. So the weaks are 15 GP, the regulars are 35 GP, strongs are 65 GP, regions are 120 GP, antidotes are 1 gold, and then the blood infusions are 35 GP, and then the energized are 70 GP.
All right, so all right, I'm definitely gonna walk up to this vendor. By the way, you said the antidotes are at 1 GP.
Yeah, so 1 GP apiece.
Yeah, let me get 10 of those, please.
She goes 10. You going somewhere pretty poisony, or?
I don't know where I'm going, but who knows what might happen.
Yeah. So, fun fact, these are actually locally made. There's a kind of mer person in the Bay who's been quite friendly, and apparently he has some kind of venom gland. He's been making a lot of money by selling the gland venom for like antidotes. So this is locally made and I guess mildly fancy. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, I'll take 10 of those. Okay. I'm gonna relay this to the party later, out of character. Tell me about these energized potions.
So these are a bit different. I'm sure you know about the regular ones, how it's magically infused blood, and it's kind of like an instant heal. So, but more or less, instead of like, because both other health potions seek out damage and begin to try and repair it, and it kind of spread out. This one is a bit special because these actually seek the hardest damage point, or most magical folk use these because of the fact that they'll more or less spread out and instantly heal the body in a way. The energized ones are simply a much more powerful magic user has made these, so he imbues more power into them, while also maintaining high potion levels, you know, like high level alchemy and all that kind of stuff. So more or less, it's just a better, stronger guy made these. That's all it really means.
Okay, so forgive me, I don't know magic at all. Does a magic user need to use these, or can anybody use them?
Well, anyone can use these, but more or less, these are kind of like a staple amongst warcasters, you know, because they don't usually take wounds in combat. Usually, they're usually trying to like reinfuse their blood supply. So with these, it kind of like ignores the potion trying to seek out somewhere to heal. It more or less kind of like just instantly infuses their blood with more magical energy in a way. It's why it causes, you know, a lot of people to kind of pass out or just die from like overuse, you know, because more or less you're pumping in magic into your body, you know, like you can pop health potions all day long, no problem. Just pop, drink them on down. With these, they're a bit less wily, but they are far more powerful. But you know, they can kill you. You know, too much of a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Agoric knows exactly what you mean.
And how much are these going for at the moment?
Well, for me, I have well, to be frank, I have some blackmail on the guy who made these, so I'm able to sell them for only 70 gold pieces. For the energized, but the other ones are only for 30 gold pieces. They can sell for around 45 to 50 or like 80 to like 65 depending on who's making them and how much are used, you know.
I mean, it's a little bit above market value, but we could use those.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you from buying them.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to think right now.
If I may add some input here.
By all means.
I would suggest we save, you know, just because we made, well, I'll like a bit of a bandit, I would still suggest we go with the more economical option.
What are you suggesting?
Stick with the lower priced pots that do the job.
The regular blood infusion? Or what are you thinking?
I'm thinking standard health potion, regular blood infusion, and a couple antidotes in case we could carry those to sell off later.
Well, I'm already getting 10 antidotes, so...
Then I would advise stick with the standard potions of healing and standard blood potions as well.
Oh,
the blood infusions.
Days.
What?
I said, oh, shopping days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of look at Deogoric like, are you fucking addicted? But, okay, fair point.
Trust me, that will not be happening again.
Remind me of the prices of the regular health potion, not the weak one, and the regular blood infusion.
So regular HP pots are 35 gold pieces. Okay. And the infusions are 30 gold pieces.
We all remember what happened last time he drank too many potions.
That's why I looked at him like, you fucking addict.
That's why I immediately said that won't be happening again.
Yeah, because the last thing we want is another.
The last thing I want is another. I can't whistle because I'm smiling.
There was an attempt.
There was.
All right.
Let me get 2 of the infusions, and for the regular, I think I have enough for that. What's big brain? I don't have brain power. What is that?
Hold on now. So you said 2 regular infusions. That'd be 2 for 60 gold, and then 2. And then how many regular HP pots?
Wait, hold on. How much did you say for the infusion?
He said 2 of them, right?
Yes.
Okay, that'd be 60 gold.
Okay, 60, and then I was thinking like 4 of the regular health.
Okay, so 4 of those. Be 3, 6, 9, 12, 5, 10, 15, 20. Be 120, 140 gold.
Dalgoric will pass over. Dalgoric will pass over 70 gold.
Okay, so hold on. Is that 140 gold total for both the regular health and the blood infusion?
No. So let me double check my math real quick. So it's 35 GP per pot times 4. Yeah. So just those 4 pots for regular people it'll be 140 gold.
You say
So 140 plus 60, it'll be 200 gold total.
200 gold total. Is that including the 10 antidotes?
Yes.
Because I have already subtracted that.
Yeah, so not counting the antidotes, that'll be 200. Counting them, it'll be 210.
Okay, I already subtracted the 10 for the antidotes.
Okay, so it'll be 200 then.
Okay.
Dalgoric is gonna hand over 100 gold.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm handing it over to you to assist.
All right, so that's 100 off of each of us, and yes.
Okay, so she hands you over. So she hands you over like these 4 HP pots, which are brand new glass, and she's tied them up in cordage so they can't like clack against each other. It's basically it's like a bundle of these things. Hold them towards you, hands you 2 of the infusion pots, and she goes, "All right, be 200 gold," and you guys hand it over. I assumed.
Yes.
Okay. She takes the gold, puts it in her pocket, and goes, by chance, because she makes sure she has their gold in hand. How do you guys feel about gnolls?
Just look over at Deogoric.
Do centaurs hate gnolls?
Not really. But there are some who do not appreciate gnolls and are mildly hostile towards gnolls due to the fact they're kind of like roamers and deviants in a way in terms of what they may make.
I look back at her and I'm like, well, I'm a bit indifferent, but I do enjoy killing if that's what you're getting at.
Well, it's more the fact that, I travel a lot, and coming here, I didn't realize the stigma against gnolls here in the north. Apparently, they're not really as smiled upon as down in the south, and I'm having problems unloading some merchandise. So, if you're willing to, I am also willing to make a deal.
What kind of deal? And also, if you're talking about unloading merchandise, there's a possibility my centaur friend here could help you out.
Well, you see, I have a lot of white feather produce that I can't really get rid of. And she pulls out a singular, kind of dusty white feather health potion. And she goes, "Oh, I have these and I have these." And she pulls out. She had between her like her 4 fingers on her one hand, a bottle of Stargazer, a bottle of Sun Smile, a bottle of Dream Root, and a bottle of Maclock.
Please list the effects of those.
Okay, so Dream Root is one you use to help you sleep, but if you take enough of it, You can have out-of-body experiences and kind of look around at stuff and kind of travel through, space in a way. Sun Smile is a addictive pick-me-up in a way. It kind of helps you perk yourself back up when you're feeling down and blue. Mocklock is one that helps you interpret and understand plants, as in what they need or what they know. And then Stargazer is a kind of psychedelic that allows you to kind of see into the future.
I like that Stargazer stuff right there.
I'm more of a fan of the Dream Root or whatever the heck it's called. The sleepy time juice.
So she goes, here's my offer to you, okay? If you buy 2 of my little additives for life and the glum that comes your way, I will give you a discount on their health potions.
What prices are we talking here? We're both running on a fairly limited budget.
Well, I can sell you 3 white feather health potions for a total of 70 gold. That's 70 gold for 3 of them.
The wife help.
Dalgoric will look at Declan and raise a bushy eyebrow.
But each of these bottles here are going to be 10 gold apiece. And you got to buy at least 3 to get this deal going.
How much is she selling the white feather for?
So for you guys, it'll be 3 of them for 70 gold. They sell for 115 apiece.
Oh, okay, so in total, to get the deal, one of us would have to spend 100 gold in total.
Yeah. So instead of paying 345 gold for 3 white feather healing potions, she's selling you 70 gold pieces for 3. So it's a hell of a discount. But she's trying to move drugs here.
Dalgoric will personally pull out 100 gold and put it into her hand and say,
I'd like 1 bottle of Stargazer and 2 bottle of Dream Root and the best you can give me of the white feather.
She goes, of course I can. And then she kind of like puts those bottles back down. And she pulls out, she actually pulls out a small lockbox because she got a pretty nice stall, actually. She pulls out a lockbox. And you hear that it's on like a pair of like rollers. It comes out. And you hear 1 lock, 2 locks, 3 locks, 4 locks unlock. And she kind of like opens up this huge lid and spins it around. And inside are all of these perfect little vials, all with a little white feather on them. That kind of marks them as being from the White Feather Knolls. And this is like that pure shit. You know what I mean? Like hardcore market value. And she pulls out 1 Stargazer and kind of sets it in front of you. Clink. And it's like this little odd, almost hand blown vial, and then 2 of the Dream Roots, tink tink next to each other. So let's see here. And after those, she pulls out 3 of these huge bottles of white feather healing potions that look like a whole draft in the palm of your hand. And unlike the ones you have seen before, these have beaded wraps around them that denote what kind of clan or tribe they came from within the White Feather Knolls. And you realize that these beads are also on all little drug bottles. So one clan has dealt with her and kind of sold her these items.
We do tend to travel a lot. Is there any chance you could package these for safer keeping?
Yeah, sure.
Kind of nod towards his saddlebags.
So she goes, yeah, sure. She pulls out these little like leather sacks. They're not like hard leather. They're kind of like soft leather, like cheap soft leather. And she kind of puts each bottle in its own little leather sack and kind of pulls the ties tight, does a little knot, and then hands them to you.
Wonderful, thank you.
He'll tuck all of the potions into one of his saddlebags, his side packs, and start and kind of nod curtly and start walking away.
And it's around, and as you turn around, that's when you notice the instrument shop in the back corner, up and kind of near this little like sausagery shop going on there.
Ooh. Dalgoric will walk towards it.
Okay.
And I follow.
As you walk towards it, you kind of walk inside. There's a few small steps, but nothing Centaur can't handle.
Hold on for just a second. As we start, because Declan stated he was going to continue, he was going to follow along. Dalgoric is going to pull out one of the white feather and one of the dream root and hand it to you and kind of, this is for the group. I know we're kind of working as a team, and we were kind of more locally allocating things, so I think you'll know what to do with this.
All right, so that was a white feather and
dream root.
That's a white feather
root.
health potion.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
I'm not seeing dream root under potions.
Well, it's technically not a potion. It is a drug. I'll give you the blog here in a second. So dream root.
Okay, thank you.
Is it addictive?
I'm
by
trying
chance?
to keep my inventory.
So dream root is not really addictive, but it is dangerous.
And
what are the dangers of dream root?
That was one of each.
Yeah,
yes.
One of each. And the dangers of dream root is your soul not coming back if you take too much. The soul may just wander forever.
Interesting.
What? Sounds Gucci to me.
All right, so don't knock ours out too much. Got it. A little bit is okay, but too much might kill him. Got it.
Yeah, so you'd be like literally like a lost wandering spirit who just got too fucking high.
Excuse me?
What? Nothing.
Mm.
You're not here, asshole.
What'd you say? What'd you do?
We're just talking
Nothing.
shit. That's what I heard.
Yet.
Arceus forces his tingle. What are they doing? What are they doing?
Ours just sneezes.
Oh, somebody's talking about me again.
His long ears start burning. Yeah. All right. But unfortunately for you, Dalgoric, as you walk into his music shop, it's quite apparent that musical instruments aren't really common. And the only thing that you can currently afford is like a 10 gold pieces like flute. That's the only thing in there that you can actually afford.
Dalgoric will buy it.
All right. 10 gold for a flute. So this flute is a more basic design. It's been kind of carved out from a single piece of wood. There's no embellishments. There's nothing fancy about it, but it does sound quite nice. It's not a super nice whistle, but it's definitely a one you can practice on. Get used to. If you break it, you're not out hundreds of gold. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what he was kind of looking for.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Just something to get his feet wet and sound horrible. Give ours another reason to hate him.
Mark Ruffalo sausage. No, Mr. Ruffalo's not here in Northern Trace. He's too busy down south. He's in Harlem currently. So and now the Coldromina. Coldromina, you're trying to find just the market?
I'm looking for alcohol.
Alcohol? Well, you're in fucking luck, my good man. You're in a fucking seaport. So the breweries here aren't quite big, but the distilleries, that's where it's at here in Northern Trace. So it's actually not. So the big distillery plants aren't near the market. They're. Oh, hey, Oni, how you doing? 5,000 bits.
vibe.
Jesus Christ. Thank you, Oni Miru, for the 5,000 bits. I appreciate it. You are always fucking big ballin'. Holy shit. But thank you. Yes. So the lot will be up later on. But so as you go down, as you kind of skid away down the docks, you notice that everyone here gives you a very large berth, except for children. Children have no fear of you. They'll like run up and fucking like. You know, like the kid run, tackle, hug, run away thing. You know, like all kids do. They kind of do that. So as you're kind of walking along towards the docks, where people are kind of pointing you towards all the distilleries, these kids will run up and like smack into your fucking one of your legs, giggle, and then run off and avoid like your your retributions in a way. So you're kind of being harassed by children the entire way there. The adults are extremely wary. And it gets to the point where, these parents will see their kid like lurch after you and have to like scramble over and grab them before they can get like full speed going, and trying to reel them back towards safety of the giant Spider-Man. What are they doing? Good Lord. But as you're kind of walking down towards the docks, this is where all the ships are, and all of the lake boats and big sailboats are all there in a line. They're all offloading cargo. And the distilleries are all these huge brick and stone buildings, and even wooden buildings, and they're all different sizes. And there are probably dozens of these that are there to produce more or less hardcore liquor, like liquor, spirits, distilled spirits, that kind of thing. So it all depends on what exactly you're looking for, Goldromina.
Tequila and Jaeger type.
Tequila and Jaeger. Well, it'll be analogs for sure.
Holy plane.
Yeah, well, I live next to a fucking airport. Try recording at fucking like 6 a.m. Like, all right, I got to beat the pilots out, and you got some asshole buzzing your goddamn house. Me.
Get fucked.
I know, right? It's fucking awful.
I can only assume that inspired some of the chopper noises in the Veil Riders books.
It'll inspire me to buy a fucking AA gun to that goddamn much.
I hear Stinger rockets are going cheap around this time of year.
Not a war crime the first time.
All right.
Not even a war crime at that point.
So as you're asking around for, a tequila analog, because you've heard of this magical juice from Beyond the Veil, you do find someone who's like, they kind of go, you know what? That reminds me of Popilian spirit. And he goes to talk to you, and he goes, "Is that yours?" And he kind of points towards this child currently locked onto your leg. You're like most weird leg. This child is like lashed onto you, like and giggling and not letting go. The guy goes, "I figured to have more legs if it's one of yours,
Oh God, I hope not. I tried shaking it off.
You have the kid do a brawn check. He's a child, so -1.
Punt the child.
This kid goes fucking flying, bro. Like you go, and this kid just goes, and like
I picture the fucking ASTF movie. Want to go to the moon? Why wait?
So you go, and you kind of jerk your leg, and this kid just goes sail into the fucking crowd, and you don't hear the impact, but you hear the crying, and you hear so I told you, don't touch the spider person, and you see someone scoop that kid up and is shaking him like, you fucking idiot, and this kid's like, his eyebrows bleeding and shit because he went and skid along the fucking cobblestones. And this guy,
character,
and this guy goes, "No worry, he kind of deserved it."
Damn brats.
Yeah, and he goes, "But anyway, yeah. So go down this road, and you'll see like a weird gray stone building. It's got like flowers on it, and they make Papillion spirit. It's a bit odd, but I think it'll fit." That stuff you're just like kind of like a goldy, amberish type liquid, or kind of clear, depending on how they do it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, yeah, I would say go down there and try theirs. I think it's probably at least similar in color. I mean, it's probably similar in taste too. I mean, who knows? I never had this tequila stuff, so I don't know.
Neither have I, so.
Yep. But yeah, that's your best bet.
Thank you, kind sir.
All right. So you make your way there, or do you go somewhere else?
Yeah, I go to the gray building.
Okay. So it takes you a while to get there, and you're still like under assault from like random child attacks, and they're still parents trying to like wrangle their kids from like touching you. You're not really sure what it is about these kids that want to come like glomp your legs, but it's just a thing that you gotta get used to. And after about 5 or 6 kid attacks, kid glompings, you finally reach this gray stone building, and along the front of it are all these murals of flowers, and they're all the exact same flower, and it's got like these kind of beautiful green petals on it. Not leaves or the vine, but green petals, vibrant hues of green. And then all along the stem are these huge fucking thorns, like thumb-sized thorns that aren't really pointy, but they look a bit rounded off, like just big giant nubs.
Well, that looks fucking painful. Ah, name.
Okay. But your first hurdle is that the door is normal human-sized.
Can I try squeezing through?
Sure. Give me a cunning check. You'll kind of squeeze. Okay. So you're pretty sure you can do it, and you get like your upper body in there and a few legs, and then you get kind of stuck near the back end.
Well, shit. Hey, anybody in here? Hello? Help?
So as you call out, you hear someone go, "Coming, coming, coming," and you see this woman kind of like jogging down this like because you're a bit taller. You can see like above this desk are all these big kettles used for distilling the spirit, as well as step bro glass stop. And you see like all these giant copper and steel kettles and these huge bins of that same flour you saw. You see workers kind of doing their thing, all kind of backs to you. And do thorn bugs exist in the veil? What the fuck's a thorn bug? And as you're kind of like, hey, someone else, and this lady comes running over, she goes, "I got what the fuck?" And she like skids to a halt as a spider's like halfway through her door and shit. She's like, "What the? Whoa, hey now!" And she kind of like gives you a finger, like, "What is this? What, you know?"
I just want alcohol. Do you have a normal sized door, or is this the only one?
She goes, she kind of like looks over her shoulder. "We got a loading bay you could probably come into. Can you get unstuck?"
I think so.
Brawn save.
God.
Get the butter.
Where? Okay.
You're gonna need a stick of butter for that one.
Cletus, break out the butter. Okay, so you have to kind of like grunt and kind of slowly unstuck yourself as you kind of lurch backwards like a horror movie villain. You know, like you kind of fade back out of the shadows to the daylight. And she's like, "What the fuck?" And she's like watching the doorway, you know. So she's kind of watching the doorway. How do you get? Because this building is bumped up against two other buildings, so there's no way to go around it unless you go the entire way of the buildings and go all around the back. So you want to climb over it? What do you want to do?
Well, it looks like we're going up.
Okay.
Good thing I'm a spider.
Yeah, good thing I got 8 motherfucking legs. So let's see here. Main, Havator. Let's see here. Let's see. Free to roam. Yep, not hindered. So you more or less just kind of up the side of the front of this building, which is covered in glass windows. So this woman's like, "Oh my fuck it," and she's watching this shadow of a spider kind of like go over the windows. She's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like she's first time for her she's ever met a Havator. She's like, it's going up, you know. She's watching you kind of ascend the building, and as you kind of get onto the roof, it kind of like a terracotta style tile roof. And you kind of going along the top of it, and you see that on either side of you are all of the kind of like exhaust tubes for the fires that help heat up these big kettles. And you kind of keep going over, and you kind of lean over, as you kind of lean over the side of the rear of the building towards the two big loading docks. You see that there's a few workers down below, kind of like have a nice, like, you know, a nice relaxing moment. They have their pipes out. They're kind of smoking and chatting and bullshitting, you know. But let's see here. They do not know you're there.
Well, I'm just gonna climb down the side of the wall.
Yeah.
just like it's nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of clutter down, and as you kind of land on the ground next to these guys, they'll kind of go fucking hell. Now, kind of like one guy throws his pipe into the air as he like falls backwards because there's a fucking spider person. Literally, like no shadow because the sun's in the wrong place. It's just like blank space and then Havader out of nowhere.
I roll to catch it.
Give me a cunning check. What else do you have here? Let's see. Check your skills. I aim my butt towards the pipe and let loose it. No, okay. So so give me a give me a cunning check. I whip out my butt floss and give it a whip. So it's a pretty lazy lob. And you're able to kind of like grab it and kind of pull out of the air and kind of hand it back towards him. You know, it's a relatively easy catch for you. My brain is getting caught on A's a lot today. Y'all notice that? The shit?
Yeah, we just try not to bring it up.
Why my brain broken?
Well, you see, it goes back to a long history of...
You're adopted.
Dad?
Dad.
Papa?
We just don't talk about it the same way you don't talk about a pimple on somebody's forehead. It's just not polite.
It's not his fault. Our DM's retarded, okay? Just leave it alone.
I take a puff of the pipe and pass it back to him.
So you puff and pass, really? So he is smoke. Well, let's find out actually. Higher is better. So he's an enjoyer of very thick, wet sockish type of pipe tobacco, and it hits you like a hot fart hits you. Like it's like very unpleasant, and it's thick and it's stinky, and it's like not exactly your cup of tea for the fine palate you have as a chef, you know.
Ugh. The herbally stuff is a lot better than this.
So as you hand it back, he's kind of speechless. And when the guy goes, you know, I've been telling him that for years, but he likes that wet sock stuff. It's kind of like he's kind of looking at you with like awe, like holy shit, they exist, you know? Because like you guys are like space marines, like you hear of them, we never really see one, you know, like in person. And so the same guy is kind of like watching you, kind of goes, so are you here for an order or something?
Trying to make one, yeah.
He goes, oh, well, he kind of like looks over his shoulder and he kind of points towards a woman who's like, this woman who's running towards the back dock in a like arms pumping fashion to try and head off the monster, you know? And he goes, I think she'd be the one to talk to. She's the boss around here.
Yeah, she's the one that told me to come back here, I think.
He goes, yep, I'm sure she'll be here in 3, 2, and she comes like sliding to a halt in front of you. And this Valley Elf is a very stocky sort. She's wearing men's clothing, hardcore leather boots, men's trousers, a men's work top and tunic. And she kind of gets to a halt in front of you, and she goes, did you go over the building? Like I figured you go around like everyone over the building?
Well, I couldn't go through the building now, could I?
You just went up. Like you just went up, like up the building.
Yeah.
That's
what walls are for climbing.
Is that normal for you people, or you just go you just go up and then go down?
Yeah. You could say that we go down a lot, yeah.
Hey, my name matters. We go up and we go down.
Jesus. Okay. She kind of blinks and she goes, okay. Fantastic, I guess. How could we help you, Mr.
Cold Dramana.
Cold Dramana. I just gotta ask,
hold-
what are you doing here? I thought you folk live like way, way, way north.
Yeah, but if we leave the north, we get chased around a lot, so I ended up here.
Okay. Are you why I was hearing a crying child earlier, or
Nope, wasn't me.
well,
Children cry.
wasn't you? Oh, okay. It would kind of fit, but you know that doesn't matter.
I think I'm being prejudiced against.
Racially profiled. She goes, okay. Well, how can we help you here?
Well, a kind sir on the dock said use a special kind of alcohol that I wanted to try.
We sell Papillion Spirit, if that's
Yeah,
what
that's
you're...
the kind.
Okay. Okay. Can your race handle alcohol?
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
probably.
I mean, I guess I don't really know a lot about you guys. Were you looking for like a sweet variety, or like a dry variety, cooking variety? What exactly are you trying to find? Because we sell and make quite a few. There's like the sweeter sipping ones. There's like the clear, like just cooking ones. There's like a syrupy kind that's used in like a lot of like potion stuff. What are you trying to find exactly?
I'm trying to find the type that will knock me on my ass.
Well, that'll probably be the sweeter variety. I guess we'll do. Yeah, just come inside. I guess she kind of like walks backwards while kind of gesturing towards the huge kettles. She goes, well, we used a papillion flower, this thing, and she kind of picks up one of the flowers from the bin. She goes, you see, it's got a bunch of like stuff and the little thorn thingies, and we crush it, and then we take the fluids, mix it with water and sugar and other stuff, and we kind of distill it and cook it in alcohol. It's a rather simple process. It's more used for like dessert and baking types, because it's very sweet, and a lot of guys don't want sweet liquor, so we kind of it's kind of like an ingredient for stuff. But we do make like a grade 3 variety, or a grade 4 if that's really if you want really hardcore stuff.
Yeah, I'll take grade 4 then.
She goes, have you had any food lately, or would you are you like empty stomach, or?
No, but I have rations on me. Should I eat before trying this?
I mean, you don't have to, but it might make you. It'll kind of like help your tummy a bit, because if you drink grade 4 by itself, it's gonna hit like really fast.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right. So all the workers have kind of stopped what they're doing. They've stopped crushing and pulping, or like soaking, and fucking brainwave, and they're all kind of watching you do your thing. I hate brain damage. For God's sakes, leave me alone. Just function, brain. You have one job: do brain shit. You can't even do that right. But they're all kind of sitting around, kind of watching you do your thing inside the shop. And this woman kind of like goes, we got any grade 4 bottle? And one guy goes, yeah, we got grade 4. And he kind of not really runs over, it kind of like jogs over and hands her this bottle. And she kind of like uses her teeth to pull the cork out, and kind of spits it across the way there. And she kind of like reaches around, and she finds like a tester's cup, but they use to test the spirits when they're being distilled. And she pours out, like, she kind of looks at you and your size, and she's like pouring as she watches you. Kind of goes 1 pour, 2 pour, and kind of like goes like 3 pour, 4 pour. So about basically half a cup of the spirit inside this tester cup. And she goes, anyway, this is the dessert variety. I guess just give it a shot. And she like hands it up towards you,
Well, that looks like a lot more of a shot, but fuck it. Don't drink it.
Okay. So when you drink this Papillion Spirit, the first thing you notice that there's no burn at all. It's extremely sweet, and there's no real alcoholic burn that hits your throat or your nose. It's actually extremely pleasant. The note that hits your nose is a very, very floral note. The sweet floral, almost like rosy type of smell. And it kind of coats the back of your throat the entire way down with this this flavor, this feeling of this spirit. It's a very kind of greasy spirit, but it's also very sweet. It's very pleasant. It's very floral notes. But as it hits your stomach, that's when the heat suddenly erupts out of nowhere. Like it was cold the entire way down until your stomach. Once your stomach acid hits that alcohol, it just inflames, and you feel the warmth explode up from your stomach, up your throat to your mouth. And this is where like the alcoholic burn comes in. You feel the burn in your nose, in your mouth, under your tongue, in your gums. So now it's full of like this burning floral flower flavor, and it's still quite nice. It's just a lot hotter now, and the alcohol hits you extremely fast. Like your blood and veins weren't ready for this aggressive type of alcohol, and you can feel like the slight sweat on your forehead starting to build up, and you feel like your ears getting hot, you know.
Ooh, this is. Ooh. I'll take 3 bottles. Wait, how much is this?
She goes, I mean, this is relatively cheap, actually, because, you know, there's not a huge demand, but it's, like I said, it's used a lot of bakeries, so these as like as a flavorant. So basically, a bottle of grade 4 is about 5 gold apiece.
Okay, I'll take 3.
Okay. So 15 gold for 3 bottles. And she goes, "You want these like packaged for long range travel? Do you want like them wrapped in rope or something like?"
Yeah, long range travel would be great, thank you.
Okay. And do you want by chance any of like the cheaper spirits? Like if you're trying to like, you know, make dyes or like pull a color from something or like dilute certain ingredients, you can use the grade 1. It's a lot harsher, but it's clear and it helps. It's kind of like a very basic alcohol, you know. It's also highly flammable.
What is the most expensive alcohol you have here?
That'd be the grade 7, and she kind of snaps her fingers, and this guy runs over with a small bottle of grade 7, and the grade 7 is almost honey in color. It's a very deep amber, like dark honey. And she goes, "If you like, you can sample some. I mean, if you feel up to it."
Oh, I'd love to.
She goes, "Okay." And she leans down, pulls the cork out of the bottle with her teeth, spits it away, and then grabs a much smaller glass that the guy brought with him. As she goes to pour out this liquor, it is as thick as honey. It doesn't pour out. It like oozes out, and she pours out like half of the shot glass and kind of gives it a little swirl. Then takes a little bit of the grade 5. It kind of dips it a little bit, so it's just a little easier to drink. It kind of mixes it around. And she goes, "All right, just be sure to close your nose when you drink it."
What the fuck?
and she goes like, you know, like close it, and it's like makes the motion for you to like plug your nose with your fingers as if like you're about to go in the water.
Pinch my nose and down the shot.
Okay. So the first grade 5, you know, the heat hit later on. Here, the heat hits immediately, and you are filled with an entirely different flavor profile. This is aggressive. It's aggressive and spiced, and it's the same flower taste, but far more intense. Instead of pouring down your throat, it oozes down your throat, and it coats your tongue, your teeth, your tonsils, it kind of drips down your entire body, and you feel it burn and warm from the back of your neck to like your kidneys. Like it just fills your entire body with warmth. And this time, you're not just your human torso, your entire spider body is tingly and hot, and like the sweat starts coming pretty hard now. Your arms are sweating, your palms are sweating, knees weak, mom spaghetti, ears really fucking hot, and you feel as if you could breathe fire if you tried hard enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
fuck is
this woman goes, now you want to see something cool, right? She does the exact same shot for herself, drinks it without plugging her nose. She pulls out a small lighter and lights it, and then puffs her breath on the lighter, and a gulp and a small whoosh of fire goes away from her mouth.
What? That doesn't seem sick. You ever accidentally breathe in instead of out?
I've seen a man hiccup and set his hair on fire once. Does that count?
Yeah. Yeah, good enough.
I mean, I would advise against inhaling fire, but, you know, I'm not really sure if Evader can or cannot do that. I have heard of the fire Evader before.
That sounds very detrimental to my health.
I mean, you can be, yeah. Go ahead and give me a grit save, please. I like watching your cursor move up and down. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, that's a good sign. So she goes, do you want any grade 7 or you just want grade 5?
How much is a bottle of grade 7?
Grade 7 is 15 gold.
Okay, I'll take a bottle of grade 7.
All right, so 30 gold total.
Yep.
Okay, so she gives you 3 rope-covered bottles of grade 5 and a single bottle of grade 7 that's in its own little leather pouch that's been tied off with leather cordage and then wrapped in a kind of twine to keep the leather tight to the bottle itself. And she goes, "Okay, glad you like it. If you need more, let me know. We do harpy deliveries. Just send a harpy to Northern Trace, find the Papillion Spirit Plant, and they'll give us your order, and we'll send it off within the same day. It's no real big issue."
Alrighty, I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
So as you're talking, you feel like your mouth is going numb. You're like, "Oh yes, thank you." And you feel like your tongue getting really thick and heavy, you know. And as you say thank you, you see the woman and all the workers give like this little knowing smile to you, knowing that, you know, it's coming. All right. So after you're done here, where do you want to go?
I'm probably just going to go back to the cart.
Back to the cart. Okay. So on your journey to the cart, you're walking along, and as you're walking, like you feel the spirit hitting hard now, like you're starting to like waver back and forth. The sound in your ears getting a little rah, 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 and distant, and then you see the building start like slowly wobbling from side to side as you're walking, and this stuff's hitting you hard. But you feel absolutely jubilant, like you could not feel happier. It's impossible to be a angry drunk on Papillion spirit, you know what I mean? And as you're walking along, this is about the time that Dagoric and Declan will be making their way here. Did Declan fall out?
Check the chat.
Oh.
Yeah, he had to fall out.
Why?
He said
IRL
things came up.
stuff.
Yeah.
He's got. There are things
got it,
happening in real life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just it's just Dagoric then. So Dagoric, as you're walking along with your new flute, you know, and the potions you have, you kind of walking along, and you hear like these curious noises and people like kind of whispering and shouting, as well as the giggles of children. And as you kind of walk out towards the street, you see a very drunk Kuldramana kind of laying face down in the street, kind of like slowly walking forward, but like kind of dragging himself along the ground, you know. And he's got like all these bottles in his hand, and his kids are like laughing and playing on him, and everyone's like, "Should we help him? He's huge. How do we help him?" You know. So they're all kind of watching this giggling Kuldramana kind of like slug crawl through the street, you know.
Dalgoric is gonna go and help pick him up. Kind of just lift him onto Dalgoric's back.
So as you go to lift him up, As you go to pick him up,
Fuck, for a spider, you're a heavy son of a bitch.
as he goes, "Give me a ride," his breath is so hot on your face, it almost burns your eyes.
What the fuck did you eat? Pepper juice?
So at this point, he has too many legs to help. Like his brain's going, fuck. There's 8 of these fucking things, and they're trying to help him up. It's just legs going out of order, like outside walking order, trying to like pace themselves back and forth. You know, it's a slog going down the street, and plus Caldromada's getting this bogged by kids, so they're trying to like fend off children and shit.
Dalgor just straight up like picks him up by the scruff of his neck and just plops him like 4 legs on one side of his horse body and 4 legs on the other side of his horse body. Kind of just plops him over and just holds him down and then walks away.
So it's like you're a horsey skateboard.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So Caldromada, you're like, I'm walking. I'm doing it, and you kind of look forward and go, "Oh, yeah." you're like on a centaur.
Moving.
Shh, it's okay, buddy. You're gonna be good.
So as you're breathing out near Dagoric's neck, you Caldromada, in your drunken state, you notice that as you're kind of talking out near Dagoric, the cloth of his, the material of his exposed shirt is starting to blacken as you're talking into it.
Dagoric, when did you get a color changing shirt?
What?
Your
Does
shirt's
Dalgoric
turning
notice at this
black.
point?
Not yet.
Oh god.
So the more Caldromada talks, the more the material blackens until it actually bursts into flame.
Oh god!
That's a parable.
So Thusla, just behind your neck is on fire. What do you do?
Dalgoric's gonna try to reach around and pat it out.
Caldromada, what do you do?
I just slap the back of his neck drunkenly.
Just okay. So Dagoric, you feel Caldromada slap the back of your neck completely the wrong direction from the actual flaming shirt. But you're able to kind of pat your shirt down, and you realize that Caldromada's breath has set your shirt on fire.
What the fuck? Alright, buddy. Let's play the quiet game. First one to talk loses.
Caldromada, what do you do? you burp?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you burp?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
To the left of him.
To the left of him, like by his hair, by his shirt, what?
Just like to the left of his head in general.
Okay. So Dagoric, you see this gout of flame arch by the left side of your head, and you hear the crowd.
Right.
You hear the crowd like lurch back, like, oh my god, they do breathe fire! Like they have no idea what Evader actually do, but they're seeing it live in front of their eyes. So Caldromada, you let out a belch of fire about 3 feet in length past fucking Thusla's face. Is your hair on fire? Let's find out. You're probably sweating. Yeah. So.
Oh my god.
So steam is roaring off the side of your face as your sweat is evaporated almost instantly, but you're not on fire.
Oh, I can cook with this, maybe.
Well, that's a positive thing. Dalgoric is gonna like fucking tear off towards the inn, and like consult ours because he has no clue what the fuck is going on, and he thinks, ours is a smart guy. He knows stuff.
All right, Caldromada.
God, please slow down. Oh my
So
God.
Caldromada, give me a writing plus brawn with at advantage. Yeah.
No, I'm holding him on. Give his ass advantage.
No, not when he's a fucking invader.
Okay, I know I'm supposed to
I am
have
pushing him down on my ass. Fight me.
He's his body is wider than you. It's
That's
kinda
fine.
difficult to hold him
Your
on.
torso is on my body.
Okay,
I
so
know
you're
I should
yeah, so you're
have
supposed to
a
ride.
riding.
So
Yeah, but
it's not adding in automatically for some reason. So it should be though, which is a shame. I'll talk to
it
James
doesn't
about that.
say I have riding.
Yeah,
Despite-
yeah, I know. So I'll talk to James about that. Go ahead, just give me a skill check plus your brawn, and we'll just add +2 to it manually.
Ooh.
Okay, and roll again.
Still not bad. Oh yeah.
So job items. So let's see if this will work real quick. We'll do 2 skill ranks.
Cool.
Writing. Alphabetically. Where is it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Where is it?
So the total is 12.
X, 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 X,
Yeah.
X,
Am I
X.
stupid? Oh, there it is. Okay. Ranks, writing.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put.
So eager to
0,
jump on that hand
0.
grenade.
Duh.
And you're gonna jump on a hand grenade one way or the other, bucko.
Hey,
Did it not
that's my
work?
middle name.
Hand grenade?
No, Bucko.
Did it not work? There's writing. Okay. So I'm gonna do 1 here. 1 and 0. So I'm gonna do that. And it's not adding it. God damn it. Let's see. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun.
So I successfully bought a light mount for my AR-15.
Light
Oh
mount.
yeah.
Yeah.
Delete. Okay.
Imagine not having Picatinny rails. Oof.
Pick a how many?
Picatinny. Duh.
Where the hell?
No, I've
what is
I think
going
I've
on
I think I've talked about this, but this weekend I'm going on a solo camping trip, and I'm bringing my AR with me, and yeah, I'm buying a weapon light mount
Ah,
for
there you go.
it. So if something goes bump in the night, I always have eyes on target.
So I found it. So I suppose this is with a fucking brain. Help me, God. I found writing and added it to your skill thing. So showing writing too there. You have it now.
Yep.
Fuck
Guard,
me.
you're so silly. Assuming God can help you.
Yeah, fucking tell me about it. Jesus. All right. Anyway, so it's there now. So you have a 10. So I will allow Dagoric to do a cunning save to try and keep Clodrama from falling off his back as he's going at full speed.
Oh boy! Alright, hold up. Let me grab this. Let me grab my fancy sheet and fucking fail this shit real quick. Here we go! Hold up. A skill check. Toggle cunning bonus and yeet.
You see, Glacier, the day you don't take an arrow with you to go camping is the one day a fucking cougar finds you and you're like, I got a knife.
Ooh, I wish
The
a
day
cougar would find me.
No, the day you don't take a fucking AR is the day that the skinwalkers find you.
That and the state I live in,
The
knowing
big
my
titty
luck-
skinwalker finds you.
No. Knowing my luck with camping in my state, it's gonna be like, oh shit, this guy got Gucci gear, and all they need to hear is fucking rack and pop.
Realize I'm British.
The last
Roger,
thing you
gotcha.
hear is just shaklack.
Yeah,
exactly.
like Glacier, you be to find a hiker in the Midwest not armed be odd because shit be out
Glace is
there.
also European, so I mean.
Okay, so
plus ratio. Opinion doesn't matter.
All right, so more or less, Killjoy, you are kind of sitting outside the front of the inn with your new clothes, And you're there just in time to see Kuldramana eat shit along with Dagoric as they both kind of come to a pile of limbs and half animal bodies about 10 feet away from the door of the inn.
Daniel's just gonna, in a wheeze of laughter, just start laughing his ass off and just go trotting over and be like, alright, you fun-loving son of a bitch. Let's get you to a nice warm bed.
So as you trot over and you're talking to him, Kuldramana belches and a gout of flame shoots towards you about 3 feet long.
Dalgoric will physically recoil.
Daniel's gonna recoil and be like, "Oh shit!" He's gonna be like,
"That's what I said."
He's like, this is gonna be a bit of a problem because he looks at Tavern, looks at him, looks at Tavern, looks at him. He's like, "That's made out of wood."
How much wood could a Spider-Man burn if a Spider-Man could burn some wood?
So it is all you guys
we
can
need
hear.
charcoal anyway.
We're just going to, you know what? Let's just get him, man. We'll deal with this problem later.
I see this problem. I'm choosing to ignore it.
All RPG parties ever made. So as y'all are dragging a very stumbly, goose-legged Kuldramana into the front doors, the innkeeper goes, "Hey, welcome back, and what the hell happened to him? What? Were you on fire?"
Oh, do you have water? I need lots of water. I need to drown a spider.
Fuck water, that motherfucker needs milk.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
All right.
Goo goo gaga. I want
Mommy.
milk.
As a Spider-Man goes, "Mommy."
Turns to Barmaid. "Mother, I crave succulent milk."
Mother, I require calcium.
So as you three are doing this goofy shit in front of you, he goes, "I can get you some water." Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Dalgoric looks visibly panicked.
How much?
About enough to clean. About the same as cleaning your asshole out.
Fucking forge crap.
Dalgoric will fucking glare at you. We don't talk about that.
What about his asshole? Did I miss something?
Pretty barmaid in a different tavern thought he looked cute.
Shut up! He's gonna throw a fucking boot at you. Don't ask where he got the boot. You're just gonna get beamed by a boot.
When did you go to a different bar?
You're saying I go, "My boot." It's just like, all right. But my boot. So the innkeeper goes,
"Hey, that's where that went."
"Well, I can get you some water. That shouldn't be a problem. I'll just send it up to your room."
Okay, thanks, bye. And you'll see it. A very panicked Dalgoric just try to scramble upstairs that are not horse-sized.
While he's doing that, Daniel with his bag and fancy duds is gonna go over to Arsh with the jingle and jangle of his spurs.
Ours is
Yes, these
currently
spurs do jingle,
so
jangle,
in this whole
jingle.
thing. Ours is actually not in the hotel proper. He's actually in the hot springs area. And
Oh,
he's
the
half
bathing
asleep.
area?
He's half asleep in the hot springs area because he just wanted to relax after everything. So yeah, that's the only place y'all will find him if y'all look for him.
Ours. I can't even see it. My fucking thing crashed. You know what? Fuck it. Hold on.
Let's just keep doing theater of the mind shit. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I have to do a fucking roll. I can't even see the goddamn roll.
I was kicked out. Yeah, I was kicked out. So
Yeah, because the thing crashed. Unfortunately, we'll try and get it back. But let's see.
I just stay in game.
What is? Do you have a roller in your
No,
Discord?
don't use that. The thing is cursed and likes to kill people.
Are you able to roll and stuff?
Well, no, because mine lost connection. I have to try and get it back.
I can roll.
So all right. So what were you saying though? Let's
just roll a cunning save if you're able.
I'm not.
Okay,
I can roll for you.
What in the fuck? I can't choose myself? Oh, what in tarnation?
I can roll for ours. I have that ability.
Sure, go ahead.
It's a +7, I believe.
All right, D20 plus 7.
Experiencing technical difficulties.
You have a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay, so you don't pass out and drown, but you're still kind of like half lit, like kind of like you're not asleep, but you're kind of like this, kind of like fog mind in the bathing area.
Nice.
What in the absolute fuck is going on with this program? It was going so well. I can't choose myself, Arse, Declan, Killjoy, or what the fuck?
I don't know. I'm still in here and rolling.
We can keep going. Let's go.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you guys get you guys get to the room, and there's like you see a pile of books stacked up on the table of one of the rooms, and that's about all you really see of Arse. You see like a few articles of clothing and like a single boot. That's all you really see of Arse.
Motherfuckers, use my boot.
You threw my boot.
Daniel is gonna throw his day pack that has all this shit in it. His old clothes, his new clothes, his M4 spare mags and all, and he's just gonna fucking plop it down and just kind of like sit on the bed, chill.
Okay. Man, what the fuck? Let me do my game.
No.
Scoundrel.
We don't need any game. We got this.
Okay. So Arse, you're currently chilling in the like bathing area more or less?
Yes.
Okay.
He wanted to be clean before he actually passed out.
Okay. So you're probably clean by now. Killjoy, Kildramina, and Dagoric, what are y'all doing? Because basically we've lost like half the party at this point. So what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing in the room for the last 50 minutes of the game?
I'm trying to not. I'm actually seriously tempted to fucking give Kildramina one of the potions that makes him do the sleepy thing.
Daniel,
but I also don't want to kill him the second I fucking by overdosing, because I'm kind of prone to overdosing at this point.
Daniel is just going to order room service and just keep an eye on Kildramina.
You said I was clean by now, right?
Yeah, Arse, you're clean.
Well, I'm not good enough cook for you. Fuck you.
So I groggily get out of the cleaning area. The most I do is put on a towel and walk through the hotel,
which is not
drowsily.
Well, which is not an uncommon occurrence. You see a few folks kind of look over towards you, like, "Heh," But you leave like these little wet foot trails, along the inn, up the stairs. And as you open the door to y'all's room, which y'all are currently sharing, you see Dagoric and Daniel fussing over Kildramina, who's currently burping out small gouts of flame and like calling them curse words and shit. So that's what you see.
Okay, so I'll slowly pan my eyes around the room, and then I'll close the door. Walk down the stairs and say, "My room's broken.
Nope,
Can
not
I get
my
another
problem."
one?"
But my room is broken.
I'll break you.
So as you say that, he goes, "Your room's not broken. Your weird ass friends are in there. You're not getting any other rooms."
That's the point.
No,
it's broken.
You're not getting other rooms. Go be with your little weird friends.
They're not my friends.
Whatever, your weird party mates, whatever it is. Go be with your people. Go on, shoot.
Can't I just buy another room? Please?
Go be naked somewhere else. Off you go now.
I'll get dressed as long as you can give me another room. Please. I don't want to deal with them.
If you think you'd be the first naked elf in this fucking tavern, you'd be wrong. Go be with your friends.
Coward.
Guys, well, he's gone.
He'll
Barricade the door.
he'll begrudgingly
out.
walk up the stairs
Fuck him.
and then open up the door.
Fuck him. All right. So as you open the door, all of you kind of turn and see a almost naked Arse kind of standing there with a towel fucking around his hips, like still like beating water off his hair and stuff.
What the fuck
Arse,
is wrong
your
with
arse
him?
is alright.
Apparently he had too much of that corn liquor.
Corn liquor? Not quite.
Foreign liquor. More like foreign liquor.
I don't
tell
care.
you-
I don't care. He's just gonna say I don't care and walk over to his bed and go to sleep.
I tell you, that Red Bull gives you wings, but that corn liquor gives you 4-wheel drive.
Well, I guess it'd be 8-wheel drive for Kodramata there, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, ours is gonna walk over to his bed and go to sleep because I'm not in. I can't roll anything, so I can't even attempt to help.
Bro, I it's not letting me in the game, so I guess we'll.
Oh no, I understand. I understand.
I guess
It's
we'll
just like
so, let's call it here, I guess, because we only have like 10 minutes
Okay.
left. We'll sit
Yeah,
here and
yeah.
just hang out for a bit if I figure out because I think fucking the forge crashed or some shit.
yeah,
Okay. It appears
I
our
actually got
service
my
providers
phone.
also experiencing issues right now. Oh, so the entire thing's down. Okay.
Makes sense.
that's convenient.
I guess it's well, brain, you're on a fucking rip tonight. At least it failed towards the end. Just like my brain. Brain
Oh no, that's
dead.
the beginning.
Anyways.
Anyways, so yeah, so while you're here, so as for you of the 8. So, what's y'all's plan going forward for your journey ahead? Because there's no wrong answer here. I have things around.
Some food cart.
Something food cart.
Alright, so we haven't discussed it as a party in game, but as a total, we agreed that we're gonna go to Kindred, finish up our business, and we're gonna go way the fuck north.
I mean,
We did? No.
honestly, we haven't decided on where we're going after Kindred yet.
Yeah.
I suggested that we could go south and just
Valley
completely-
Vara.
yeah, and just completely get away from the orcs and everyone. So
I mean,
That's
we
an
go
option.
far enough north, we'll go to Valley Vara.
I don't trust Guard enough to make plans that far ahead.
What?
yeah, so
Well-
I'm back. Hold on, I'm back in.
What is that supposed to mean, sir? What do you mean you can't trust guard?
Oh yeah, let's
listen,
go north.
every-
Oh wait, no, there's.
I
dragon.
kind
No,
of
no,
agree
no
with
more
him.
north.
Every nice thing that we've had, you've come up with an excuse to get rid of it. The minigun. Oh man, that would have been a nice thing. Some other fuckers wanted it, and they're really strong, so they're gonna take it from us.
It
whether
wasn't
we like
a
it or not.
minigun. It was a fucking aircraft-borne rotary gun. The fuck were y'all gonna do with it?
I was gonna mount it to my back somehow. Okay,
Somehow.
so fine. The tech cart. Oh man, we would have really
my
loved
brother,
a fucking tech cart.
my brother in Christ, you're talking about mounting a fucking Gao 8 onto a centaur.
No.
I will make it work.
Don't you blame me for that fucking. You set the forest on fire. I intended for y'all to
no.
take it.
We couldn't fucking take that thing because not only was James fucking shooting at us, but we also couldn't fix it because the wagon wheel was busted as fuck.
You could have
I
gone
mean-
back later on. You players made that
Yeah,
forest
uh-huh.
fire.
I mean, technically, I made the forest fire.
I mean,
Throw them to the
as
chicken
a
coop.
member of this party, I am not associating myself with Deagorix.
I agree.
Man,
I agree, Onimachu. Throw him in the chicken coop. I agree.
Guard,
throw me in the under the fucking bus. Why don't you? Damn.
guard,
Well,
did you see the roll?
Cool, dude.
See what roll? Hold on. I am not in yet. Oh, I am in.
Alright,
Yay!
yeah.
26. Yeah, I
So-
see it now.
Okay, so just to do it, like Ours is gonna crack open his eye and look at Koljama just to see exactly what the fuck is wrong with him. So
you,
can I do a quick
so
medical check?
yeah, go ahead. So you can tell off the bat that he's drunk. You can tell that much.
Daniel is going to walk over to.
Okay, so you can tell that whatever he's ingested was some kind of magically infused spirit.
Okay, he's interested.
So yeah, so talk to the fucking Spider-Man, dude.
But beyond that, it's just like all he's gonna do is he's gonna look at
Grab
him and then
Spider-Man
turn
by the
over and
fucking
sleep.
mouth. What'd you drink this time?
Spit out my fucking hamster, you bitch! I fucking love those memes.
Just like the dog. Just dogs eat.
Well, the one,
eat something
the one,
fucking
the one,
stupid.
the one I saw was a fucking like cat girl VTuber says, "Spit out my fucking hamster, you slut!" Fucking cracked me up.
Anyways, Daniel's gonna walk over to his bag, pull out his hat, and toss it right next to fucking Arce's head and be like, "I got you something."
Oh god. Okay, so Ars is gonna actually he's gonna look up with a bleary eye at Daniel, then glance at the hat. Can he tell like instantly that it's magical in some way?
Well,
I mean-
you can tell that it's somehow magically infused. You can tell that this whatever plant that this came from is not a normal plant.
So it's a plant. Also,
they're talking
can I
about
do?
the hat, not the alcohol.
Yeah, the hat.
Oh, no, it came from plant.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Also-
hat. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the
so,
hat.
so,
Yeah.
so as you take the hat, this definitely feels magical. It's definitely been enchanted. And as you kind of hold the hat, you kind of look at the front, and it looks rather neat and ornate. It's definitely a kind of cool, fashionable hat that has been infused with like the Western style to this weird like pointed pointed thing going on. But it looks pretty comfortable. It's been expertly made, and then the magical inscriptions on the band are very clearly done and are obviously imbued expertly. But on the other side of the hat, as you look down at these pair of like well-woven male butt cheeks, something odd is going on here.
Just from the inscription, or just like something odd beyond that?
Like, not just the fact that there's a well-butted man woven into the back of your hat, but the fact that the well-butted butt cheeks glow with the same energy as the inscriptions as you touch it.
Can I do a check?
For
Well, specifically, if I recognize
Ask
what these,
valuation.
it's specifically if I recognize what these inscriptions are and or the magical aura.
So these are actually familiar to you. You would recognize these as Southern Elf inscription magic. So you're actually quite familiar with like you actually read the script and understand what it does. You can do that with this because this is the same language you would use back home.
Damn it! Ours is gonna sit up and like look at Daniel and say, "Where did you get this?"
Well, I went to a clothing shop, and as you can tell,
Too many details. Where did you get this?
Brick and Hiss.
He's gonna-
Southern Valley Elf folk did it. Very nice guy.
Did you say Southern Elf?
Yep.
What was their name?
Alright, out of character. I don't remember his name. Can you refresh me?
From Gracious.
For Gracious.
Do I recognize that name?
You don't recognize the name, no.
So, ours will nod to himself and say, "Show me where this is tomorrow."
Well, you don't have to because you know the language, and as you're talking to Daniel, ask some questions. You kind of flip the hat over and you're reading the inscription and what it does, but then on the back of the inscription It's not really a spell. It is directions to where you can find Gracious. It's basically it's basically a magical call me on the back of the fucking hat there.
He's just gonna gonna look at it with a deadpan face and then turn to Daniel and say, "A nice person, right?"
Yeah, I mean, he took care of me and he provided a nice service. Very polite fellow.
Yes, I'm fairly certain that his intentions were solely to provide a nice service.
I mean, it looked like it to me.
It looked like it to me.
I'll deal with this tomorrow. And then he'll just throw the hat to the ground and just roll over and go to sleep.
Throw the hat to the ground. What?
Daniel's just gonna see this, and a single tear will go down his cheek. And be like,
It wasn't like a throw it down like an angry throw. He literally just let the hat go. And
okay,
then
there was
rolled over.
there was no disrespectful intentions.
No, there was no disrespectful intention. He's just too tired to deal with anything.
I got a
right
hat.
now, so,
Then I threw it on the ground.
So no, he wasn't intentionally being rude. He appreciates the gesture for what it is, and he can recognize the quality and workmanship. He's just too tired to deal with it because it has a lot of more implications that he wants to deal with.
Anyways, well, that intensifies. Daniel's gonna order himself a sandwich.
Okay.
And I think that's...
Let's go order himself a sandwich. All right. So we'll go ahead and call it there, boys.
Is that a puke bucket over there?
Is that a puke bucket? And he's like, and you see like Kodramana fucking just like blow chunks all like over the fucking floor and shit. All right. Man, we lost Declan. We lost who else today? Good Lord. Killjoy, the crying Indian, really?
Declan left, but Dalruf wasn't here.
That's
because
right.
He was sick.
Very cringe. Very sad. All right.
All right, cool, Dramana, go get some sleep. You're excused.
Sleep? What? I have to go to work.
Go to work? You work?
Ew! What the fuck is that?
He works
this
graveyard
late?
shifts now. He was talking about it last week.
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks, bro.
Wait, you're doing what now?
Graveyard shift.
Yeah, he's working thirds.
Ooh.
I never liked fucking graveyard shift. Like you lose track of what day it is and what week it is. It's super cringe.
I was doing graveyard shift for a year while I was in the military.
Fuck that.
I worked. I don't know. You guys probably wouldn't know about it, but I worked for something called fucking shit. Now I can't. UTech, United Technologies. We basically made the fucking control modules for all of Otis elevators.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I worked the night shift for them, and the cool thing about them was it was optional overtime. So basically, as long as there was work to do, you could sign up and work like 70-hour work weeks at third shift.
Jesus.
Let me tell you, the money from that was amazing.
All right, Ars, I've added the Yeehaw Hat of Sorcery to your inventory.
What does it do?
It gives you +1 spellcraft, +1 magical aptitude.
Motherfucker, you made me be able to heal. Shit.
Shit!
Now I'm obligated to heal.
I hooked a brother up.
Oh no, now I have to develop emotional attachments. Fuck.
Listen.
Now I gotta like you fuckers. Fuck.
Listen, I'm just saying, Daniel just hooked a brother up.
It's fine.
Damn it, bro. Now I have now I no longer have an excuse to hate you. Fuck.
I mean, the excuse is still there.
You fucking bastard.
It's just I have to work harder to.
It's like fucking It's like fucking Kirito. How dare you make me care about them?
No, now I have to, because I've been trying to keep it to physical healing so I could just like actually like do medical shit instead of just, hey, I'm magically healing you. Now I actually have to use magical healing.
Smelly boy.
But yeah,
Listen,
so
this is Ars's character growth.
But yeah, so basically, this guy has written in has magically inscribed a "Call me LOL" on the back of your hat, like in the like along the band. It's all the spell behind. So basically, on the front part of that band is the actual spell. On the back of the band is a magical "Please call me. Here's where I live," kind of shit.
Okay.
I guess you could say it's a literal booty call.
Psst. Boo! Get off the stage. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh. But yeah.
All right, guard. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. How tall did you say that guy was?
Who?
For Gracious?
Gracious about 5'1".
I'm like 5'8". I tower over this dude. Jesus.
He'll probably like that.
No, it's just like, is that normal heights for Southern Elves, or is he just really small?
He's a small. He compacts Southern Elf.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wait. Was Gracious trying
He's just
to
a grown boy.
hit on Daniel, but Daniel
He was very blatantly hitting on Daniel.
You're just like a brick wall.
I am literal cow shit for brains.
All right, so chat, we will see you Wednesday for whatever the fuck I'm doing that day, and Friday for the War Crime Boy game. No raid because I'm tired. This stream brought to you by Rage.